Welcome to another episode of Musically Zone Talks Boxing, where I'm your host, MZ, and we're going to talk about it. Tonight's episode comes to you by H.W. Weeks Handcrafted Candles. Their motto is to relax and enjoy. Also, by the Block Fam. We started on Marlowe's Corner, but we keeping it going. And the music that you hear comes from Track Titans. So if you're looking for somebody that does music, tell them come holler at us over here on Musically Zone Talks Boxing and we'll hook them over to Track Titans. With that being said, let's go ahead and flow into the situation. All right?
I tell them you can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me, pack strong, hit like me, broke, can't sit by me, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E., bang, bang, don't try me, that fire always be by me, you can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me, pack strong, hit like me, broke, can't sit by me, gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E., I'm gassed up, ignite me, my cash up, too lit, I be up, I'm a type of nigga that says shit straight. I never did hate, that's a bitch nigga trait. By any means, baby, I'ma get to the cake. I been a real nigga, so it ain't for debate. Beefing with me, get you hit with a stake. She left you for me, saying you the mistake. I can't be replaced. No. Saving what hoes? Do you see me with a cake? I hustle from sun up to sundown. If a hater run up, he get walked down. We be up in that stick on who talk down. Reaching for my shit, 5-5. I be putting in work, I don't clock out. Talking dirty, you niggas get mouthed out. Shout it like how I kick it like Kung Lao. Cause these niggas be chicken, compound. I ain't wanna do it, but have to. I'm the shit like I live in the bathroom, pull up, eat it and dip, she fast food. Girl, let me show you what this cash do. I'm going nuts like the cashews. My name in they mouth with a bad mood. Not a brokey, I go with a cash move. I'ma set this shit off if I have to. Hey, niggas ain't built like me, bionicles, but you self-made. It's ironic though, you original but you be copying. I'm by my coins, I got that sonic flow. Bruce Lee, Roy, bitch, I got the glow. Probably run a ticket up at Papa Do's. Call me Young Atomic cause I'm about to blow, nigga. Pause, no homo. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. Bang, bang, don't try me, that fire always be by me. You can't get like me, yo man, ain't shit like me. Pack strong, hit like me, you broke, can't sit by me. Gang, beside me, we ride till we D.I.E. I'm gassed up, ignite me, my cash up, too lit, I be up.
Shorty looking mad fly, had me captivated when she walked by. I'm serious, she had me feeling this tingle, son. Stimulated conversation after mingling. Honey was jingling and stretched jeans looking clean. Appearance would enhance any scene, I mean. Feel me, really, I know it sounds silly, but looking at her was like puffing on a fat fillet. Relaxing, she had this natural attraction. She started laughing when she saw my reaction. Oh my, passed the name and number to the cell. Asked for mine, I said it's Otis, last name is Bell. Also known as the O, the B, the 3, the A, the S, the T. It's me, obese, and you get high. Then I'm your guy.
If I got the high, you got control, you can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control, you can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control, you can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control, you can make this track go.
Say what you want, just be blunt, I can stand the pain. Take a ride on the great airlines, I promise you'll be glad you came. The fire in your eyes make wetness between your thighs. You say you never blow, I eliminate your disguise. Underneath your green exterior, I gaze. Exploration of your brain leaves me in a purple haze. I see consent as my morals continue living. I just like to engage in a little oral tradition. So pardon my unorthodox approach to blazing luscious. That's just the way I roll. Lick the split before I stuff it. You like it hot, I got enough smoke to choke the average throat. But tonight I'm trying to go a little deeper. Loving the feel of your lips, taking drags off this gas, just puff and never pass. I'm your high value reaper.
I got the high, you got control. Make this track blow. If I got the high, you got control. Make this track blow. If I got the high, you got control. Make this track blow. If I got the high, you got control. We can make this track blow. I'm chilling in my room on this night. I got something tied up in the shower. Am I right? A friend in the negligee smiling as she rolling up. Every once in a while looking up, saying, girl, hurry up. She placed her gaze back up on me and took a deep sigh and said, I'm so home. You want a drink? I said, yeah. And while she walking to the table, she asking what I think. I like the way your lips poke, I like she pouting. And that ass got my little man shouting. She kinda giggled, oh, you like what you see? Before I can answer, I heard, hey, what about me? I turn around, she got a pose with no clothes, with a leg up on the chair, with her hands on exposed. She said, don't speak, just lay back on the bed. Said something about double E. Yeah, you heard what she said. If I got the high, you got control. You can make this track blow. If I got the high, you got control. You can make this track blow. If I got the high, you got control. We can make this track blow. If I got the high, you got control. We can make this track blow.
Ba-doo, doo, ba-doo. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Today is 9/9/2025. That's right, September 9th, 2025. First off, let me open up by saying happy birthday to my son Derek out there in California. He's celebrating his birthday today. And glad to have him as part of my family. That's my son-in-law, but I don't put the in-law, I just put son. Happy birthday to you, son. Hope everything goes smooth for you. Well, by me saying that it's 9/9/2025, y'all know what comes around the corner in just 4 more days. Because this day is just about over. 9/13, that's right, September 13th. Canelo versus Crawford. The fight that everybody's been talking about. People having mixed feelings. Nobody really knows how they want to go or how they think the fight is going to go. Well, I'm standing on business. I'm standing on what I said I was standing on, and what I'm standing on is that Crawford is going to win. I'm not trying to make anybody change their mind. I want them to stand on 10 toes down. If you ride with Canelo, then ride with Canelo. If you ride with Crawford, then ride with Crawford. The grand arrivals start taking place. The stars are getting ready to come out. Y'all know what it is. Netflix should be jumping on the 13th of September. On the 13th of September, we will see either and still, or we will hear the new. Unless somebody hit us with a draw. Now, at first I wasn't thinking about a draw until my brother Trey X put that evil thought in my mind. What's going on? Joseph Brown in the house. He said, MZ, who you got? Well, y'all know already. Y'all know I'm going with Crawford. I am not going with Canelo. I know that if you listen to boxing pundits and different fans, and Canelo fans for sure, Crawford stands not a chance. The deck is stacked against him. He is too big of a mountain for him to climb. All these things. You know, the weight is going to be a problem. You know, Canelo been in that weight class longer. Crawford just ain't going to be able to overcome it. But he's chasing greatness. You know? He said, Terrence Bud Crawford beats Mr. I was born ready. And that's how I feel. I feel like Crawford has the skills. People been saying that, you know, the weight jump is too much. Well, let's just think about that for a minute. I opined on it and came up with this. He's had over a full year to acclimate at a certain weight. Now, I know people will say, oh, well, he ain't fighting at that weight. He ain't been doing this at that weight. We don't know what he's been doing. We do know that he's been working. We have seen a slight transformation in his body type, picking up the weight. Yeah, I know people saying that, it takes more than, it's gonna take more than the skills. A good big man beats a good little man. Okay, and I've taken all of these things into account. And now let's just go ahead and say, when you go ahead and make your pick, 9 times out of 10 is because you're a fan of a certain fighter. That's who you see with the better skills. And I feel deep inside of me that Terrence Bud Crawford has the better skills between the two combatants, him and Canelo. Now I know we got into it a couple of days ago, last week, saying that Canelo is a good adversary. Yes, he is. I picked at his schedule with some of the some flaws and stuff, and some mishaps that I feel like shouldn't be regarded as high. But the matter is this: he's the face of boxing. He's the cash cow, Canelo, and Terrence Crawford is one of the pound for pound best. In my opinion, right now, with the fighters that we got going on, I would have to say, pitting between 1 and 3, but mainly holding 1. We get a chance to, we're just gonna get a chance to see how it all boils down when the fight comes out on the 13th. My brother Eric also say on fight night, I'm Team Bud. I'm riding with my countrymen. I feel you. The same way Canelo said he rides for his countrymen when they fight. He picked Julio Cesar Chavez over Jake Paul because Julio Cesar Chavez is a Mexican, so he riding with it. I'm riding with the American. Okay. Terrence Bud Crawford is representing the Stars and Stripes. I'm gonna ride with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride with it. Old Glory gonna be flying up high. They're gonna be in Vegas. Like I said, the Stars gonna come out and it's gonna be an exciting fight. I came on tonight to, if you got something to say, I need to put a link up. So I'll wait till somebody say put a link up. I'm gonna let y'all come in and say who you got and why. Y'all pretty much know I'm riding with the man that I think gonna put hands all on. They call him Bud. I'm riding with Bud. That's right. I feel you. I'm riding with Bud, man. I'm riding with Bud for the simple reason I think the man is a better fighter. I can't say who has the most heart. Well, I could pick at it, but I won't do that today. I won't pick at it today. I'll just say that we got 2 accomplished fighters. One that is a darling of boxing for whatever reason, and one who pretty much had to get it up out the mud. We have complained about his schedule. We have complained about his resume. We have complained about the way he moved into some undisputeds. We have knocked Bud for a lot of things. There's been a lot of knocks against Bud. There's been some knocks against Canelo too, but I don't think the volume of those knocks have been turned up as loud as they have against Bud. Well, this is what I'm going to say. This fight right here is dangerous for both fighters. Is it a high reward, a high risk, low reward type situation for somebody? I don't think so. I think if Canelo can beat Terrence Crawford, that'd be a great scalp to go on his wall. If Bud beats Canelo, hell of a scalp for his wall, because for the simple reason, he's the darling of boxing right now. He is the darling of boxing right now. Everybody loves Canelo. Almost everybody. I won't say everybody. I'll say almost everybody loves Canelo. And every time you look around, somebody riding with him. Here we are coming up on Mexican Independence Day. If I'm correct, is it in September, Mexican Independence? Cinco de Mayo. Or is it Cinco de Mayo? Either way, these are his 2 fighting days. And this is usually his last fight day of the year. So, either we gonna close out the year with a big bang and the new from Nebraska, or we gonna say and steal from Guadalajara. Those are the only 2 choices we have. Like I said, unless that evil draw creeps in some kind of way. And let's say, it's a possibility. The argument for a draw was put together quite eloquently last week by one of our brothers. Trey X came through and shared his opinion. And now that he put the draw in my mind, it keep popping up, but I'm pushing it down deep, get back behind me. I'm not seeing it. What I am seeing is Crawford and his team look to be locked in, as well as Canelo and his team. This is Canelo Spence versus Mikey fight, but his fans will spin it to being Canelo versus Mayweather too. Well, that's exactly what I think they're going to try to do. They're going to try to say, well, I've heard a few people say that, the last time Canelo faced something like this, an opponent like this, they say Mayweather. They say it was a Mayweather thing. I'm not going to say that this is his Mayweather 2. What I'm going to say is this is his Crawford 1. And he needs to go out there and handle his business if he want to prove to his fans that he truly is the best boxer in the world. These words have flowed off of Canelo's mouth, who I'm new to English, and you have to slow down a little bit so I can understand, so I can, I can say what, answer your questions right. That's how he putting it out there. He knew the English. Damn, ain't Canelo been around for a minute? But, I digress. I ain't going to say what he should be or what he ain't. I'm going to say what's coming down the pipe on September 13th. Who you got and why? That's all that's coming down. You got, what's his name? Max Kellerman. I give Max a little prop on this because he seems to have been riding with Bud from the start. And it seems like he's in Bud's corner now. He riding the Bud train. I believe that Max Kellerman thinks that Bud can beat Canelo, which I think that myself, and a lot of other people are thinking that. What we are waiting for is what's going down. My brother, oh man, all I can say is I'm excited. This is my birthday month, Bud's birthday month. I didn't know we shared a birthday, and I shared the month. And I ain't excited about that. I'm excited because it's my month, my son-in-law's month, my niece's month, my nephew's month. I got a lot of people that came in. Usyk, Bivol, the other most skilled guys, say Bud is the best in the world. Exactly, Joseph Brown. Judge Joe Brown, that's a great, he said, are we all Bud buddies now? Are we, what's that? Butter BDs, as next. I thought he was trying to say Bud Benavides. I think that's what he was trying to say. Bud, is that what he's trying to? Don't make sense to me at all. And if you're trying to make fun of people like that, he picking the wrong way to go about it, because if people want to say, he picked to fight Bud and he ran from Benavides. If he loses to Bud, that's just going to look even worse. Either way, Canelo going to have to come out of this with his hands raised. How he's going to pull off getting his hands raised, I don't know. Maybe somebody is in the ear of a judge. Maybe a couple of somebodies are in the ear of a couple of judges. Who knows? I'm not trying to throw that out there. I'm just saying that it is a great possibility that politics can play a role in this fight, which leads me to believe and leads me to think that in order for Bud to pull this off, he has to go out and put a master class. Let me say that again. In order for him to pull it off, we go to the cards, he has to pull a master class. He has to put something on Canelo every round, either preferably at the end of the round, steal the rounds by putting off a flurry, landing some beautiful shots on Canelo to go back to the ring, go back to the corner. Leave no doubt. Have people leaving the stadium saying, damn, Bud went out there and really did what he said he was going to do to Canelo. And Canelo, he'll bounce back. His fans love him. It don't matter if he lose, if he get a draw. It doesn't matter what he does. They're going to still ride with him. But the banner will be held high if those judges, if Michael Buffer says, and the new, if Michael Buffer's calling the fight. Michael Buffer calling the fight? I think Michael Buffer's calling the fight. He said, I don't know about Bud Buddies, but I'm a honorary Bud Israelite. Okay. I don't know about all that. I will say that I have taken the steps to say, I'm going to ride with Bud. Yes, he did beat up my favorite 147-pound fighter. Some people even say he beat me. He beat Spence and beat me straight. I don't know about beating me straight because I've always said that I like Bud. I just didn't like him to beat Spence at 147. And now that we are making marks and trails for something big, this is what it's going to be. Bud is going to go out there and handle his business against Canelo by skills. I keep telling people I think Bud is going to surprise Canelo and catch him with some stuff that he will not see coming. People are still saying Usyk is still number one, even if Bud wins because he beat Tyson Fury. But I think Bud beating Canelo is way greater than that. Fury Rishua's trash. I guess that's supposed to be resume. Resume trash next to Canelo. Let's just go ahead and say Fury, an anomaly. What, 6'9", 280, 290. Mountain of a man. But I have to agree with you here. Who really did he beat? You say he beat Deontay Wilder. I have to agree, he beat Deontay Wilder. But let's not forget how people were trashing Wilder and saying Wilder was not good. Let me let that settle in for a minute. People were saying Wilder was not good. So for Fury to beat Wilder, if by their way of thinking, then how great of a win was that? Now, Usyk stopped the Big Snowman. Yes, he did. Beat the Big Snowman twice, actually. Back to back. But if Bud beats Canelo, because of the earning power, star power, the love that Canelo receives from the boxing world, that makes this that much more of an accomplishment for me. Bud gonna handle his business. I've listened to other channels come up with all these excuses. Like I said, one of the main things they keep saying, oh, it's the weight. He's just gonna be too big. How's he gonna stand up to Canelo's power? We've seen plenty times that we've been shocked to see somebody do something that when it's all over and said and done with, you be like, damn, I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't believe he could do that. Well, I believe Bud could beat Canelo because Canelo, as you have to say, is not a monster. We've never considered Canelo a monster. You name a time that people was like, oh, you call Canelo, people just start shaking in their boots, this and all. That's not the case with Canelo. It's just that he got a great representation after losing to Floyd Mayweather. People got a chance to run with he was so young and green, and, they got to run with that. Then, he beat Kovalev. Yeah, he beat Kovalev after Kovalev went tooth and nail with Anthony Yarde on a quick turnaround. So, that got him boosted up a little bit, got his juices flowing, making him think that he was invincible again. So we'll go pick on Demetrius Bivol. The smaller looking 175 pounder. The one that don't look like he brings that much to the table. We're going to go get him. And what happened? Went out there and got his ass whooped. And what was the first thing that some people started saying? One of the first excuses was the size difference. Oh, Bivol was just too big. Really? Y'all wasn't saying that when he knocked out Kovalev. But now all of a sudden, Bivol is just too big. Bivol even offered to come down to his weight class and fight him for his belts. Didn't get no answer for that. But this is the man that supposed to be representing boxing. And for Mexico, he's doing a great thing. And if they crown him as one of the greatest Mexican fighters in history, so be it. Now, I'm not going to argue with that. It's not my argument to have. I leave that to the people who that represents. But I'm riding with Bud. I'm riding with Bud, and that's just what it is. Uh, now Usyk, it's quite a few fighters that said Bud is the man. But Bivol and Usyk are two high-ranked fighters that I guess you'd have to say if they speak on it, you got to give credence to what they saying because they champions, undisputed champions. And they telling you that a man that steps into the same ring that they step into, doing the same job that they do, are saying that he is pound for pound best. Who am I to argue with that? Who is anybody to argue with that? Unless you want to try to take away from their credentials, and I don't see how you could. I'm not going to go start digging into the annals of history saying this dude would have did this and this dude would have did that. We're going to keep it right here to where we are. And these guys are whooping the people that's being put in front of them. That's what makes the mark, right? That's what gets your legacy built up. You beat the people that they put in front of you. Now, history not going to remember that Canelo beat a 40-year-old Shane Mosley. History not going to look at that. They just going to look at it and say, he beat Shane Mosley. So, with what's rising right now in the creme de la creme, what's finna start rising up is what we're going to have. Will it be Canelo or will it be Bud? I say it's going to be Bud. A lot of people say it's going to be Canelo. I ask why. At least I am willing to say, hey, I feel like the man put the weight on correctly. I feel like this man and his team has been studying and getting things together. I feel like this man has these skills to beat Canelo. I see a pattern with Canelo with the way he fights. Yes, he does have some change up, but for the most of the time, high guard, walk forward, try to force the guys to start punching, get him up against the rope or get them where they stop moving and be right in front of him so he can unleash. We don't see him sending out, I said this last week, I'm saying it now. We don't see a bunch of combinations from Canelo unless that person is right there letting him go off on it. They actually had the nerve to let one of the Charlo boy have something to say. I really don't want to listen to what he had to say because he went out there and didn't do jack. Just stood around. So, with that being said, for me, Canelo's resume, it's all right. It's all right. But he ain't just, to me, he ain't run up on the ones that you know what, I'm not even finna go through all that because I went through it last week. He got the wins that he got. He got the losses that he got. He was outboxed by Floyd, possibly one of the greatest fighters of this generation. I would have to probably say the best fighter of this generation. And now he's been in the game long enough to run up against a new part, which is Terrence Bud Crawford, who is now making a name for himself. And it's so sad that we had to get so deep into his career before this opens up for him. He got a name. He got a name that came. My bad. I can't remember if it's Jamel or Jamal, so I just said the Charlo boy. He still got a name. I ain't trying to do him like that. I'm just saying that I don't want to hear what he got to say about the Canelo fight and with Terrence Crawford fight, because hell, after he took the fight, what did he do? He disappeared. What, a year, 2 years, damn near? How long ago it been since he lost to Canelo? Now he want to put pictures out with the line with the big fish in his mouth, the line with the giraffe in his mouth, the line with the Brahma bull in his mouth, like he calling out these fighters. But right now, I'm not going to give a bunch of shine to that. The shine is for what's about to take place September 13th. And I'm picking a butt whooping by the hands of Crawford. I think it's going to be a good clash. I really do. But I think Crawford will be able to separate himself from Canelo in this fight. But we'll see. Who knows? Canelo might try to come out like the old Canelo and hunt him down. Cut the ring. I don't know. Be a counterpuncher. I have no idea what Canelo is going to try to pull off. But what I am seeing is, he say, I agree, if you're surviving and you're picking a potential opponent to do what you couldn't, you are a cornball. Okay. Like Harrison said. Harrison shouldn't be called no way. Last time he called somebody a cornball, he went out there and got his ass touched. D-Lo 404 is back in the building. Salute my brother. He was one of the first ones to come in. He's back. I guess he had to take a run out real quick. But I'm glad to see you back in here. And all I'm doing is just saying, you know, we right around the corner. I'm excited. This is one of the fights. I'm excited about this fight. Honestly, like when we was talking noise about Bud and Spence, my juices is flowing like that. You know what I'm saying? The Nitty Lion. Really? The Nitty Lion? Okay. Anyway, looking at Bud, looking at Canelo. Yeah, we know Canelo is the heavier fighter. He's been at that weight class for longer. But like I said, Bud has been walking around working on this for over a year. I do believe that he has gotten comfortable at the weight that he's doing. Nothing wrong with Charlo boy knowing his limits. Sometimes you're forced to confront that the fact that you're not him. He knew he wasn't him when he went up there. He talking about, oh, Canelo punched hard as hell. And you just curved up. You just decided, oh, he punched you hard, so you didn't have any other plan? You didn't have a plan to try to make him miss, slip, get this man off. He didn't do anything. He didn't use his legs. He just stayed away. So if Bud goes out there and fight, then already he's done better than you, Charlo. So stop making the posters and stuff. Just come on out and fight if you're going to fight. Get a good opponent. Get yourself back in the running. Get yourself back in the running. That's all I can say about that. I ain't finna give no credence to failed appearances. And no, I'm not smoking a blunt. I just got a regular cigar. Cause let me go and let it be known, brothers, MZ is walking away from the Bud for pretty much good. I'm gonna be driving a city bus, and I don't want to have any incidents or accidents. If say we have an accident, the last thing I want is for it to come back say I was dirty in any kind of way, and I got people's lives in my hand, mothers and fathers, grandpas, daughters, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and fly straight as long as I'm driving the bus, which I have orientation tomorrow. And the day after, being Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is all clear for me, so I get to enjoy the fight, talk spit, and just chill. And then Monday the 15th, my birthday, we start full training, and it's all out. So y'all wish me luck that I get this CDL up under my belt and don't mess up nothing, and I go collect this $22.45 an hour. Say, that's dope, fam. Kudos to you for that. Yeah, well, you know, I was thinking about it, bro, and I was like, it would behoove me not to stop smoking. It was, you know, I need to go ahead and just don't do it. That way, you know, because I started thinking, what if an accident happened and, you know, I done smoked a week before? I'm going to still be dirty. And the label to be put on me is, oh, he was driving and got people's lives in his hands, and he dirty. I don't want that. You know, I don't want to give nobody that against me. So, yeah, we're going to walk the line like we supposed to and just collect the money and move these people around the city safely, as safe as possible. But I don't want no safety net for Terrence Crawford's hands. I want his hands to be free and loose. Tatting Canelo, he got a big head. He got a big head. And I ain't finna say pause, because if you say you gotta say pause, then you just thinking about that. I think that head is a good target. But I think Bud should tenderize the body. Thank you very much, Eric R. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much, sir. I'm thinking that Bud gonna tattoo this man up. And I know a lot of people saying MZ tripping. You know, Canelo gonna be coming toward. He gonna be hitting Bud on his arms, on his waist, everywhere. Bud can hit him back too. Yeah, you know, We don't know if Bud hasn't been practicing on that. We don't know if Bud ain't been saying shit. I'll punch this motherfucker on his arms. I'll punch him in his neck. I'll punch him in his chest. Give him a hard punch. You know, hit him with the hard punch. Tenderize that bread basket. You know, we see Canelo got a nice little 6-pack. See if it's really able to stand up. We don't see a lot of people going attacking Canelo's body. Not that I can remember out of the fights that he had. I see a lot of people missing when they swinging at his head, when he's doing his little dipsy doodle moves that he picked up. That's what I see you doing. I'm thinking that when you see him doing the dipsy doodle, okay, forget chasing that little rock head. Start aiming for the body. Punch him in the hip. Punch him in the solar plex. Punch him everywhere that's allowed. It's boxing. You allowed to punch everywhere above the waist. Punch him on the arm, in the eye, in the nose, in the ear, in the throat, in the neck, on the shoulders. Punch. Let your hands go. Leave nothing to chance in every round. And if he opens up where you can get him some good ones, get the good ones in. Stay smooth on your feet. Bud's not a runner. While people talking about, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing but get out there, feel Canelo's power, and then start running around. I don't believe that that's gonna happen. I believe, he'll give some ground every once in a while, but I also believe he's gonna step to Canelo sometime. I do believe he's gonna step to Canelo and pivot out after he put a little work in. You know, he's gonna make Canelo have to. I said this last week and I'm gonna say it again. I think the most important weapon out of Bud's arsenal should be the jab. I'm thinking it will be the jab. A good, solid, strong jab. Now, we've been talking about jabs a lot. And remember, Canelo used to have a nice, strong jab, too. He seemed like he got away from it. Might be a possibility he might try to come out and be using that jab himself. You know, this is not a fight where he can be like, oh, I could just go out there and do whatever. I think this is one of those fights that he and his people, Renault Soul and the rest of his camp, these are things that they have to take into consideration. How do we deal with Bud's jab? What do we do when Bud start feeling himself? When he start hitting us with angles? Well, I know a lot of people is wondering in their minds, is Bud gonna come out orthodox and then switch? Is he gonna come out out of the southpaw stand first and then maybe switch to orthodox? You know, that's been some questions that I've been hearing. How much switching will he do? I don't think he'll have to do a lot of switching. I don't think so. He hasn't really had to do a lot of switching in any of his fights. He goes from one thing and then bam, goes to the other. Bud needs to use the same jab he used versus Earl. That's what's going through my mind. A nice, strong power jab. Him and Canelo jabbing at the same time, I believe, at the right range. Crawford's jab would be a little more dangerous than Canelo's for the simple reason of the reach. You know, I have to give him that. I'm starting to hear people say, well, Canelo is a good cerebral fighter too. He thinks in the ring. I'm just now starting to hear these sentiments being pushed out. But for the most part, I've been saying that I think Crawford is a good thinker when it comes to the ring. And we've heard his opponents say this about him. We also heard his opponents state that the man is stronger than what you would expect him to be. All these things, I believe, are going to take play an important role within this fight. He go out there and surprise Canelo and show Canelo, oh, I'm just as strong as you. That could be an unnerving situation, especially for a guy who, let's just say, everybody and their mama is saying Canelo's the bigger, stronger guy. Canelo's this, Canelo's that. Canelo's human, and I do believe that, you know, his divaness, because he is a diva when it comes to boxing. And I believe that some of the things that's being said, he might be believing himself. One of his favorite things is when we get in the ring, you will see it is something different. But Bud answered that and said, yeah, it is something different because I ain't like what you've been used to. You know, we both can sing that song. Yeah, I ain't been in the ring with nothing like Canelo, so they say, and vice versa. I might see Canelo's. He said, I think we might see Canelo stop throwing all hard shots. I think he started that because of his opponents have been so much bigger. If he come out there and be wailing away with all hard shots, that could play against him, especially if he's missing them a lot. I'm expecting him, one, to be missing. You know, I think Bud to be able to get in, get out. And, you know, Canelo gets frustrated. You know, if he can't catch the guy, the next thing you do is lean up against the rope and call the guy in. If you can't get the guy like that and the guy keep moving around, then, you know, if he can't catch him, frustration sits in. And what's the next game plan? How do you corner somebody if you ain't got it in you, if you're flustered? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's a lot of things that I can see that can play the Bud's favor, and athleticism is one of the big things. Because Bud is, in my opinion, is much more athletic than Canelo. Much more. We just have to see come the 13th, round 9 o'clock, whose jab will make who quit. And when I say quit, I mean change the game plan. Because I think Bud's jab could keep Canelo busy enough where it'll help offset his power shots and whatever else that he tries to do. For the simple reason, every time if he can open up, if Bud timing is perfect, like because he was timing Spence. He was timing Spence. Now he was catching Spence with that jab was jacking his head. Like you said, like a piston. He was jacking his pow, pow, pow. Just, oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I'm expecting to see that same jab against Canelo. I'm expecting to see that jab, pump that jab in Canelo's face, make Canelo have to think about the jab. If he's thinking about the jab, he ain't thinking about what he should shoot off to touch you. He said, I don't think Canelo would throw enough to get whooped on. Well, you don't think he'll throw enough to get whooped on. But if somebody make you stop throwing enough, are you not getting whooped on? If Bud can accomplish making Canelo not throw as much, then once again, in my opinion, that's to his favor. That's to his favor 100%. Canelo might be looking for the perfect shot while getting his ass pieced up. That may be exactly what goes on. Oh, wow, they got a new way to say somebody came on. We got our brother Trey X joining into the conversation, coming from the backstage.
Salute.
A brother that could call a frog from a wheel. The best fight caller on YouTube, in my opinion. I don't care what nobody else say. I'm going to always say this. This man here is golden when it comes to calling fights. And he's pretty damn good with telling you how to get your bets down. Trey X, welcome to the show.
Salute, man. It's almost showtime, huh?
Oh yeah, it's almost showtime. Saturday is just around the corner.
Yeah, I got to give you some props in the Champ Ross. Your top 10. I think you got second place or some shit like that like this past weekend. Stomped the mud hole in Gil Coles. Yeah, you on right now. So, I got to give you props on that. Salute.
I appreciate that. That boy Gil Coles hit me up early in the morning talking about what you want to do. I'm like, what? I ain't scared of you, Gil Coles. You ride with Keith Thurman against Fondora.
Yeah, this looks like this is the season of MZ. Because everybody been trash except for you. So it's shit. He picked he got in front of a buzzsaw and didn't even know it.
There it is. There it is. I don't know what's wrong with it. He know I train out of your gym, and then I got Eric coming over giving me some extra pointers. He need to step back and realize what's going on.
Yeah, he know now. Well, I was listening
Damn right.
to you a little bit, and y'all talking about how Canelo needs the same jab as he had with Earl Spence. And I'm like,
I'm thinking Bud do, but I'm thinking Canelo might go to his jab as well from earlier when he was using that good jab. I'm thinking he might try to come out with his jab as well.
Yeah, I meant to say Crawford. I'm over here on this weed and shit. But what's the difference between Canelo and Spence? Like, what's the first difference?
The first difference is Canelo was a lot more seasoned than Spence. Even though since Spence was an Olympian, Canelo has a lot more seasoning. He's been in the ring with more styles than Spence. And yeah, that's what I got.
Well, number one, he's a orthodox fighter, and Spence is a southpaw. Crawford likes to fight southpaw a lot. So against a guy like Earl Spence, the jab is a lot more lined up for you. Lanes is wide open. You can get that jab off in the motherfucker. Like we've been seeing that type of shit in matchups where you got southpaw versus southpaw. It's real prominent. Like when we saw Gary Antoine Russell when he fought against Alberto Puello. Puello was able to control him with the jab the whole time. Southpaw versus southpaw. Also, when we saw Puello when he fought against Ali Akhmedov, same type of situation. Southpaw versus southpaw. He was controlling him with that jab. We've been seeing that in several fights where you got this southpaw versus southpaw matchup. If you look across the career of Crawford, has his jab ever looked any better than it looked that night when he fought against Earl Spence? I have seen him do good work, but I can't say I've seen any fight where his jab was as dominant as it was against Earl Spence. When he fighting other orthodox fighters, it's not going to be as dominant. It's not lined up for you. That's why you see more knockouts when you see southpaw versus southpaw as opposed to southpaw versus orthodox. The lanes ain't lined up for you like that. So yeah, the jab can be a part of this, but I do not expect it to be nowhere near as dominant as it was against Earl Spence. And I really don't like the sound of it anyway. Him having a established jab where he exchanging jabs for right hands. Because Canelo, he know how to fight southpaws. Against a southpaw, your jab is not the first punch that you're thinking of. You're thinking of a lead right hand. You're thinking of a lead left uppercut. Like when K.R. Brook fought Earl Spence, he stepped in with that lead left uppercut. If you exchanging them type of power punches for jabs, you probably not gonna win. So yeah, the jab, it is part of the it's still on the punch tree when you're fighting against a southpaw, or when you're fighting against the opposite stance, I should say. But you really want to be leading off with your two. That's where you're gonna have the most success, or lead off with your five. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily your jab and shit.
I got some understanding on that. AI Music says, no disrespect, MZ, but Trey isn't the best fight caller on YouTube. He's the best fight caller of all time on planet Earth. That's from my brother Decane. And it look like I got some smoke coming out the background there. Lock in, MZ. I got something for that ass this week. Really? Okay. Somebody go and pencil that in for me. I got D-Lo talking noise from the Raptors. I'm going to have to go ahead and deal with him on that. Because I ain't scared at all. Thank you, see it.
I can't claim the best fight caller of all time, though. We still got Don Duffy. That shit was player. He called fights with a live crowd behind him. And he never stumbled on his words. Everything was very clear the whole time. So I still got to give him the GOAT status, you know what I'm saying? And more than likely, he called more fights than I did, too. Even though I did call over 1,000, so I am proud of that, you know what I'm saying? But Don Duffy is still the godfather of fight calling, you know what I'm saying?
I can respect that. And, that's your pick. I respect that totally. I won't take that away from you. But for this new generation of people, you the man.
Yeah, I would expect to be able to connect with my people a little better than Don Duffy. You know what I'm saying? So for my niche audience, I can say I'll probably be more effective than him. But overall, Don Duffy's the man. If you up late at night with your children watching fights and you want it to be a family event, you want Don Duffy. You don't want Trey X or doing too much cussing and all that roguish type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But Don Duffy, he gonna keep it classy on them though. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all feel you, but this is a whole new generation, and you know these youngsters these days would love to hear Trey X saying, "Well, he whooping his ass over there." Oh, they gonna love that. You know that's right up their alley. That's right
Yeah,
up their alley.
yeah. But as far as the fight go, though, I am definitely pulling for Crawford. I want him to win bad as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Would nothing please me more than that. I want to see all the tears, and I want to hear all the wailing and gnashing of teeth with
Yes,
all of his Canelo fans crying. I want all that. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Crawford said, "Y'all gonna cry when you get home." You know what I'm saying? And I like when he say that shit. I like his whole body language in the build up too. I like how he walked up on Canelo, like when they was doing the face off and shit, just putting that,
And Canelo pushed him.
yeah, putting that mental pressure on him. It kind of remind me of Tiara Brown when she fought against the Southpaw from the UK, 4.5 on the scale. Uh, I can't think of her name, man. Scott Nicholson. Uh, Tiara Brown, she handled her that whole build up, walking up on it, getting in us personal space, making her uncomfortable, disrespecting her personal space. I just like that type of body language going into a fight. And that's what Crawford kind of bringing to Canelo and putting it, man, letting him know, like, you supposed to be the bigger man, you supposed to be stronger. When I'm not trying to hear none of that shit, I'm getting all up in your personal space and your grill. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, cause Crawford said, yeah, somebody was in the room talking about I was scared of them. Canelo tried to blame it on his uncle. I'm still trying to figure out who is Crawford's uncle and why would he be saying Crawford scared of Canelo?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about none of that.
Yeah, that you know when they got to talking about it, you know that came out of Canelo's mouth. But Crawford did say, yeah, I'm showing you supposed to be the bigger man. I walked up to you. I walked up to you and let you know, and you start bagging up. He literally started bagging up. Remember last time we was talking, and I can't remember what fight it was, that I was like, that dude gonna lose because he let that man step up to him and he stepped back. I think it was Kale Brook when Crawford stepped up to him and Kale gave up ground on the stage. To me, I was like, oh, he just gave it up right there. Big bro
Yeah.
in the building.
Salute OG.
Salute, big bro, aka Manny Draper, Texas Timbo, my
Yeah.
favorite of all time. Producer
Yeah.
that is.
Also, what I like is that he got a smile on his face while he doing it. It's not like it's forced. It's not like it's artificial. Like he's just trying to be Mr. Tough Guy, some shit like this. He still got a measure of respect, like when he talked to him and all that kind of shit. But he just letting him know, like, this is pure competitive energy that's coming your way. This ain't Charlo. Jamel. This ain't Jamel Charlo. We showing all this respect and all this kind of shit going into the fight. Nah, ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit, it's respect as a fighter, don't get me wrong. But it's not like I'm gonna put you on a pedestal above me. Fuck that, you a man like I am. They say you bigger, okay, let's see if you bigger. You know what I'm saying? I got long arms and shit. I can touch you. I got the height. Shit, I feel like I got everything I need. And I ain't hearing what nobody else got to say. And we're going to bring this competitive energy to you on September the 13th. And let's see how you do going against a two-time pound for pound, a two-time undisputed champion motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? In the same mode as a Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson. Dare I say a Floyd Mayweather Jr., one of them molds. Let's see what you do with it.
Well, his record ain't too good when it come to facing that type of fighter. You know, but like you said, we have to see what give him a chance to step out there and go against it. He say Trey X call fights with a live chat behind him.
Yeah.
So you got something going on. He said, do you think Bud could come out conventional versus Canelo to throw him off? Or has he become a full-time southpaw?
He been a full-time southpaw for a long time. He listed as a southpaw on BoxRec. When the last time y'all seen this man spend significant time as an orthodox fighter? Shit, I've been seeing him go southpaw pretty quick.
Right out the gate quickly.
quickly, and he stay in it too. Ain't no switching back and forth. I think that's one of the wrong things people say. Like he a switch hitter, and he ain't no switch. He's southpaw.
That's what I consider him as.
Yeah, he is a southpaw. He is not. He ain't like Jerron Ennis going back and forth, getting caught in between the stance and all that kind of shit. Or like a Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs used to try to do it. He'll switch back and forth, get caught in the middle of the switch by Triple G and lose a fucking point. And that probably lost in the fight. He probably was gonna beat Triple G 115 to 113 if he didn't take that unnecessary ass knockdown trying to switch. That's not Crawford. Crawford, sometimes he gonna step out there orthodox, and then if he don't like how it's going, he gonna break that glass, get in the southpaw stance on your ass, show you something totally different, to get right on your ass. That's how he do. And against Spence, he just came out as a southpaw. He ain't even play around with this guy. Shit, it's time to go to work. It's time to get this shit done. Southpaw stance out the gate on your ass. You know what I'm saying? He's a better fighter as a southpaw.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I agree with you on that 100%. I'm going to learn you to read my comments correctly. I hear you. I hear you. He say, Treggs called the fight with... Oh, I read that. I pretty much heard Jamel say if Crawford is Crawford on fight night, he should beat Canelo. I saw that video too. But I was like, I really don't want to hear nothing about what Jamel got to say, because the way he went out there and lost. And then disappeared. Decane say, MZ, you got to tell Trey, we don't call him Jamel no more. Henceforth, he shall be known as the Charlo boy.
There's two of them though. Shit, we got to distinguish between the two, huh?
Yeah, I figured out.
Oh, we gonna give him that Maloney brother treatment, because I still don't know the difference between them motherfuckers. I done watched their fights. I done picked them on Channel Ross. I done bet on their fights, and I cannot tell you the difference between the Maloney brothers. So maybe they'll get that same treatment from now on. Be interchangeable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can let them interchange like that till somebody separates themselves. We thought he was separating himself, but shit, right after that, he disappeared for what? What's it been, about 2 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, man, he say, but didn't want to make a prediction or say who he wants to win. Well, I don't think he wants Crawford to win. That just bring more heat on him. So, yeah, it'd be best for him to keep his mouth closed when it comes to that. D-Lo said we should call him the get slapped and do nothing brothers.
Yeah, both of them got slapped, because he got slapped by Hurd and his brother got slapped by Plant. And ain't now one of them get no get back about it either.
Oh, so Hurd slapped him in the crowd, didn't he? When they was at a...
He got ringside at a fight.
That's crazy. Both of y'all done got slapped, and neither one of y'all ain't nobody get laid out for that? That's crazy. That's how those bullies be at school sometimes when somebody, you know, I'm tired of that shit. Bah! Slap him, and they just standing there looking bewildered.
I slapped the fire at a motherfucker one morning before school for laughing at my grandma because she had curlers in her hair.
Wait, what?
My grandma dropped me off at school one morning, and she still had her curlers in her hair. And this Mexican dude was over there with his partners and shit, laughing at her. And I just got out the car real calm. I didn't act like I was gonna do nothing with no rah-rah or nothing. I ain't say a word. I just politely walked between the people, walked up to him and slapped fire from his motherfucking hands. Shit was crazy. I saw one of his partners probably like maybe 7-8 years ago or something. You know, we grown men now. He had brought that shit up. Like, damn, man, you remember you slapped Kobos? But the thing is, Kobos was my cornerback on my side because I played outside linebacker, weak side. He was my cornerback. I like Kobos. Kobos was tough. He gonna tackle. He gonna hit. That motherfucker over there laughing at my grandma and shit with his partners. Yeah, motherfucker had a bad day that day.
He said that motherfucker had a bad day that day. I can guarantee you. He went to homerooms thinking about that. This man just slapped shit out of me in front of all my friends, front of the girls. He ain't come talk to you about that later?
No, I had my grandmother made me get in the car and go cool off. She took me to Dunkin' Donuts. I got a little kolache or something like that and came back. But I went and found him. He over there by himself now. He's sitting down. He like playing the Game Boy or some shit. I was like, no, we got to finish that. Because I don't play by my grandmother, bro.
Right.
We are not about to get in the habit of laughing at my motherfucking grandmother. And I told him to get up, and he didn't want to get up. So I just started lighting his motherfucking ass up while he's sitting there. So I done gave him a black eye. He fucked up. And then my partner, my best friend, he heard about the shit. And he be over our house and shit every day. You know what I'm saying? So he know my grandmother. So he caught the motherfucker later on in the locker room and blacked his other eye. So
Oh, shit.
for the remaining of the time I knew him, he had raccoon eyes. And motherfucker eyes never completely went back to the way they were.
Oh, man, y'all done gave this man permanent mask.
Y'all square business.
Yeah, you right. He had a horrible day.
Yeah.
He got slapped. Then you meet him in the locker room, beat him up some more. Then your partner oh, man, come on.
Yeah.
He was sorry. He ain't mean it. You know, he was beside himself that day. That's all.
Oh, I forgave him afterwards, but you know, he had to get that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, I don't fuck around and talk about people's parents or none of that shit. I already ain't had no parents growing up, nigga. I had my grandmother and my uncle. So I took that seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Shoot, I remember getting into a fight with Chris. I was in college. My second year, we was having basketball practice. And coach was running late. They wanted to leave, talking about coach late, so I'm going back to class. I'm like, shit, I'm waiting for coach. So, you know, Chris talking noise. Oh, bitch ass nigga scared somebody gonna take his spot. I'm like, nigga, not you. I ain't worried about you. And I said, you got me fucked up. And he said, your mama got me fucked up. Oh my God. Why he say that?
Yeah.
Did you say my mama got you fucked up? I was getting ready to step to him then, but coach walked through the door. So we go to practice and we practicing, and you know, the whole time we practicing, I'm thinking about this nigga said my mama got him fucked up. So as soon as practice was over, you know, they break out and they go to Tree room. Tree was the tallest dude on this team. He was 7'1". So I'm walking right behind them. My boy Ray and Rob trying to stop me, talking about, say T, come here, man, let me holler at you. I'm like, nah, man, I'll holler at y'all in a second. They already know where I'm going. I go straight to Tree door, knock on the door. Ask for Chris. We walk out. We walking down the hallway, right, to go out the back door so we can put these hands out.
Yeah.
So I walk out the door. This motherfucker reach around and steal me. So I walk down the stairs and get to the grass and turn around and look at him. You know, I shake my shoulders a little bit to let him know that didn't do shit. I was like, bitch, you should have jumped on me when I was coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
And I walked to him and pumped a couple of jabs and caught him with that left hook. Woo! Yeah. And he stumbled back. Ha, ha, ha. Bitch, who you? My mama got you fucked up, huh? My mama got you fucked up, huh? But when they got me up off of him, that nigga mouth was bleeding, his eye was swole, and his nose was bleeding. You better not never say nothing about my mama. Ever.
Yeah.
I keep you around this bitch, think you playing with.
Yeah, they lead the mamas and grandmas and all the guardians. Let's leave that out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? For real.
You want to be safe, just don't say nothing about my family.
Yeah.
I love all my family, so don't say nothing about nobody.
Yeah.
You got something to say that shit about me. You might get away with it a little better. But you say something about my mama, my auntie, my sisters, my brother, my nieces, my nephew. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. That boy said Herb reached over Jamal and slapped Jamil. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What was y'all family doing when all this was going on? You the brother, you let him reach over you to slap? Oh, no. You should have got up into this man's armpit.
That slap Jamal took, though, was a classic slap to me. It was a lead left hook slap. You know, most of the time, right-handed people slap you with their right hand. He stepped in with a lead left hook and slap for him. I ain't never seen that before. Like a lead left hook slap. Go back and look at that shit again. It wasn't your typical slap. It was a left-handed from the orthodox stance hook and slap. In Charlo, it just shocked him. He didn't even know what to do after that. You know what I'm saying? Like he embarrassed, he's surprised, probably kind of mad at the same time. Yeah, that was classic.
He kind of walked off the other direction.
Yeah,
He slapped his compass wrong.
Yeah, he took the long way to go to the motherfucker. Like he had a straight line that he could have took to go to him, but he took the long way. He took the scenic route.
And he slapped that boy. That boy started walking toward the people. Somebody hold me, quick! I'm just seeing this man slap water out of my mouth, and that's embarrassing because he slapped you. He didn't punch you. He slapped you.
And didn't even capitalize on the moment. He done let the man take a loss and shit since then. He supposed to been and capitalized off that grudge match.
I guess it ain't gonna happen. I guess that's what it is. They ain't cut from the same cloth. It's a whole new kind of era. Whole new kind of quilt. He said, yeah, Trey told us about this one. He said he slapped the thug life out that guy. Changed his whole life around.
Oh yeah, he was a humble, nice guy after that. I did Kobo some good. Square business. He was a good, nice kid. Like I said, I like
pastor.
Huh?
Snapped him into a youth pastor.
Real shit.
Man, he say slapping MS was my signature when I was a freshman, and in upper classes, when I was a freshman and in upper classes, forgot that my name was still my name, even inside the school. D-Lo, you was running around slapping people. I ain't slapping. He said, I'm slapping. Wait, what? I'm slapping MZ on Champ Ross coming this weekend. Why is he talking all this noise like that? You know, he called me out already. I said cool. Now, you know, he's still talking.
Well, sometimes the hunter becomes the hunted. You number one in Champ Ross in the block fan right now. Top 10. Ain't nobody else top 10. Shit, you the one everybody looking at. So, you know.
Yeah, okay. I had to tell somebody last week to respect my gangster. Now here you come. I guess you taking up for Gil Coles now. Next thing I know, you'll be talking about Keith Thurman gonna be Fundora.
Just make sure you don't let nobody distract you. We coming down the stretch for the season. Lock in that top 10. Get that 3.5 national champion. Going from a regional champion to a national champion. So just go ahead and lock that shit in.
For sure.
Yeah, we had our first week in football just concluded. Started off with a win. You know what I'm saying? I was nervous watching that Denver Broncos game, though. That boy Bo Nix was straight hot garbage out there. If he was a better quarterback, man, they'll be on something because their defense is square business. They getting in the backfield, they hitting. The motherfuckers got a good secondary, linebackers flying around, making plays, locking the run down. That motherfucker got a good defense, but that damn Bo Nix, boy, he made a few plays. They ended up winning the game 20-12. So we got the win. But boy, I was nervous watching that shit. And I also was nervous with Buffalo and Baltimore because they had us down 15 points in the fourth quarter. The coach for the Buffalo Bills, he out there want to go for it on 2-point conversions instead of taking the extra point and all that type of shit. Well, they had me over here hot, but they came back at the end and shit, forced the fumble on Derrick Henry, got the ball back, and did something with it each time. And then they cashed in for that last field goal, took them down 40-41. And what was the other one? The other one was the Chargers. Yeah, I had the Chargers over the Kansas City Chiefs. They went out there and took care of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm a little
Yeah.
bit nervous this week though because I don't have as many of my sharp picks. They only gave me one, and that was Tampa Bay over Houston. So we got Tampa Bay this week. I took the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers over the Seattle Seahawks. I'm nervous about that one though. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I think I fucked up. I think I messed up on that pick because Seattle got the defense. They can run the ball a little bit. They got a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. He only had 150 yards last week, though. But this is going to be the season opener for Pittsburgh, and they got Aaron Rodgers now. He had a good first game. They put up 32 points, I want to say. It might have been 34. But
Now I'm tripping because I heard ESPN talk. My wife got that little ball thing that be coming on playing the sports stuff. And I heard them talking about Aaron Rodgers, but I in my mind thought that they were talking about something. I didn't know he was still playing football.
yeah, he just had his first game on the road against the Jets and went out there and lit their ass up. So this is going to be the season opener in Pittsburgh. So I mean, I might have messed up, but it's still hard for me to see Sam Darnold going into Pittsburgh and, and beating them opening week in Pittsburgh, man. We got to get that shit. And then the last one I took was the Arizona Cardinals over the Carolina Panthers. That one is a chalk pick too. That's all I had to choose from. I only had one sharp pick. That's Tampa Bay, and everything else is chalk. So I just took the best chalk picks that I thought. I could have took the
Pittsburgh and
Cowboys.
Arizona.
I could have took the Green Bay Packers. I potentially could have took the Miami Dolphins over the Patriots. But everything is chalk. Ain't nothing. And when I say chalk, that means that we just picking favorites and shit. See, I don't like it when me and the odds makers agree with each other. The best picks are the picks that I make when I disagree with them. But this week I got one game that I disagree with them, and everything else I agree with them. So I just gotta hope that we right, me and the odds makers. So we'll see how that shit go. I just wanted to keep the tradition that I'm gonna come in here on Tuesdays and I'm gonna tell the people what I picked. So ain't no revisionist history and all this shit once Sunday come. I tell
Right.
you straight up what I done, and that's who I got. So we up 1-0 so far. Let's see if we can make it 2-0.
Yeah, I'm with that. He said, I'm slapping MG and shit. Okay, I read that. Caleb Plant slapped the sense back into Charlo.
Yeah, he
Made that
slapped
boy apologize for pulling his beard.
he slapped
Sorry is
Riddle,
coming.
slapped Riddling into that motherfucker. He done calmed down. He done been a different guy ever since.
Haven't he though? Respectful. I ain't heard him getting too crunk. Sorry is coming. How do I join? Uh, yeah, just roll out in the chat for a minute. You know, I might throw something up there, let y'all come in and say what y'all got to say, but not at this exact moment. He
I
say,
was wondering why you even put that shit out there, nigga. You know, we don't fuck around like that. You done had one person already get on the panel with that bullshit a long time ago. You remember?
this
Well,
is
that was
fucking
an accident.
important. Yeah, that was the accident because he tricked me, made me think it was D-Lo. That
Yeah.
bullshit.
I wouldn't even entertain that shit.
He said, come on, Trey Bo, stall him out. While you out there just whooping on, what's his name again?
Oh, Kobos?
Kobos, you just whooping on. You just bullying Kobos.
Nah.
Kobos probably wasn't even laughing at Grandma. He probably was laughing at a joke that old boy told him. And he was like, oh man, that's funny as shit.
Nah, he was laughing hard in the bitch. Like he was literally pointing his finger and shit, laughing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I tried to help him.
Yeah, he was very overt with his shit. Like he was letting it be known what he was laughing at.
Man.
Yeah. I had to do that, man. I ain't proud of it. I don't you know what I'm saying? It ain't like I'm just some kind of big bully motherfucker, but nah, we ain't about to start this habit.
I feel
No.
you.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it
feel
is.
you.
We are not about to start this habit. Shit,
Ladies and
I done
gentlemen.
had one person that had my back my whole motherfucking life.
That's
My
Grandma.
parents had me in high school. Nigga, they was selling dope and shit when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
feel
had
you.
one person that kept me from having a fucked up life, and that's my grandmother. And that's who you laughing at.
Man, let's
She
hear
getting
from
up early in the
Grandma.
morning to take me to school so I can play football and all that kind of shit. Already making all the sacrifices for me. Nigga, she worked in the school cafeteria. She ain't got no money, but I still got the Nintendo. I still got the Sega Genesis. I got comic books. I'm wearing polo and heel figure to school. I got the Jordans off of school cafeteria lady salary, along with some child support from my pops and shit. He did pay child support, so salute to him for that. But still though, money was tight. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a 1-bedroom house without no hot running water. Had to boil water on the stove to take a bath. So nigga, when I'm living life, I'm seeing sacrifices that's being made for me. And I just always had that sense of appreciation in my heart. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not trying to hear none of that shit.
I
Yeah, the
feel
way
you,
I
man.
I started feeling just then, if I seen Cobos right now, you might get another one.
Damn, man, let Cobos make it, man. Come on now. That was years ago. He's sorry.
Yeah.
He's sorry, but man, hats off to your grandma for being there like that. He say slap is the ultimate gay there. Gay there. Slap. Can you imagine getting slapped other than by your mama?
Yeah,
I can't imagine somebody slapping me.
I ain't never been slapped. I done been punched. I ain't never been slapped.
Let me think hard now. Oh, the retarded boy. But I was a kid. I was like 8. He slapped me. I don't even know why this retarded motherfucker slapped me. I had to go in the house and get my cousin Lee. Say, this motherfucker just hit me. Oh, Lee went out there and, oh, Tori, he retarded. The retarded dude name was Lee, and his best friend name was Bernie.
Yeah.
That's the only time I could remember getting slapped. And I was too little to do something. Plus, he was retarded.
Yeah, you probably would have gotten in trouble if you done something to him.
They used to walk around with straws, flipping them around all the time. Like, when do these motherfuckers go to school or home? Where do y'all even live? He said,
Yeah.
you know you are my chief rival on Champ Ross in the Block fam. Let it be what it be, what it will be. Let it be what it will be. It already is. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. You just keep on poking the bear, poking the bear. You're not finna get me off my game. I'm just chilling. I'm excited. Life is turning in the corners that I need it to. So, you know, you're right. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I ain't even, you know what? I ain't even gonna use the energy to even have to speak about how you finna get done. You finna get this Crawford work. Nah.
Yeah.
You out there in the crowd, like when Crawford was whooping on Earl, when he stood on the ropes and started talking crazy to the twin. Bitch, you next. That boy got out of boxing for a while. Waited till this man moved all the way up to 168, and now he coming back.
Yeah, I got a little bit of money on Lester Martinez this weekend. I sent you the pick a long time ago, so you probably got the pick too. Lester
Yeah.
Martinez at plus 160. We beat the closing price because it's down to plus 135 now. So money coming in on Lester Martinez, but we got it early. He going against Christian and Billy. It's a 4 versus a 4.5. So we got a slight advantage in the fight. Lester Martinez coming off a solid performance over Joson James. But also, you know, this guy, Christian and Billy, coming off a very solid performance against I think the Polish fighter. The Polish guy that fought against Danny Jacobs and a few other guys, real tough. I can't think of his name right now. But he got stopped by Christian and Billy, and him and Diego Pacheco was the only two people to stop this guy. So Christian and Billy, he a fighting motherfucker. Don't get me wrong. He coming up in there to fight. He's coming throwing punches. But I think he's pretty one-dimensional though. You know, you see one Christian and Billy fight, you seen them all. You know exactly how he gonna fight. I think this guy Lester Martinez has more options in the ring. So let's see if he, and plus he's southpaw too. So let's see him go out there and utilize that southpaw stance, utilize that arsenal that he got. Hopefully put some hands on this motherfucker and get us a victory. But I will say this though, taking ARBA World Championship medalists over Olympians has not been 100% profitable for me in the past. Like one that I'm thinking about right now is the southpaw from Golden Boy. He went out there and stopped Blair Cobbs in 9 rounds. I'm trying. What 14? The fuck is it? No, he got his ass whooped real bad by that dude that got stopped by Brian Norman Jr. from Top Rank. That southpaw. He went out there and stopped him. I can't think of it now. I just know he a 3. This dude that I'm thinking about, he took his first loss against Speedy Ellis. I can't think of his name, but he fought this guy that was a 4.5, and I can't think of his name either. Fuck, I'm always bad with names. But they ruled the fight a draw. And this guy from Golden Boy, he was the Olympian. He went out there and boxed this motherfucker up, but they ruled the fight a draw. And that was a 4 going against a 4.5 Olympian going against an ARBA World Championship medalist. And the fight was ruled a draw, and we lost our money. And I think it's like one more example that I can come with if I think long enough. But yeah, so I can't say it's in the bag. It should be a good competitive fight, but with those odds plus 160 on the money line, I think it's worth it.
I just get the information and drop it. You know me. Kilo 404. Sounds like he was doing too much. You had to do that or grandma should have put you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, grandma.
Now she was against that shit. She didn't want me doing no shit like that. Yeah, she ain't, you know, she was telling me I can't get mad because somebody laughing at her and all that type of shit. Hell, I was like 13, 14 years old. I wasn't trying to hear none of that shit.
Yeah, we kind of in a different mindset totally at that age. Joseph Brown said, "Grandma held me down. Without her, I wouldn't be shit. I'd probably be Bishop from Juice crashing out."
Yeah.
Dang. Man, let's hear for the grandmothers of the world. Grandmas from back in the day, different from the grandmas of today, because these grandmas is young. Man, yeah, don't even get me started. I'm gonna just leave it alone.
Man, just the shit to prepare me. Like she taught me how to read at a very young age. I was learning math and shit at a very young age. When I started school, I was way more advanced than other kids. You know what I'm saying? Like put discipline on the motherfucker. If I'm fucking up, she gonna get me right. She gonna correct me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, thank God for my grandmother. Boy, I ain't lying. My life could have been totally different, for sure.
Huh.
Nigga, my back in the day was raw and uncut, nigga. Raw as a motherfucker. I'm talking about getting linked over your mom's lap with a shoebox on your back while she cut up dope on your back, nigga. I'm talking about raw like that.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's pretty raw.
Yeah, and I'm a kid. I want to be out with my mom and shit. You know, who don't want to be with their mom or their dad? But they was in them streets. You know what I'm saying? So I had that one steady, consistent person. And also my uncle too. My uncle, man, I love the fuck out of my uncle. That nigga buying me telescopes and microscopes. We going to the creek, nigga. We getting protozoa so we can look at under the microscope and shit. You know what I'm saying? Amoebas and paramecium and all that type of shit.
Yeah, and I'm to your scientific bag.
No, I was
one of those. He had that telescope with the double slides with the little clip on it where you could put the water in, then smash it in, and then put it up under the scope with the light.
Yeah, you know how you put a slide together.
Now I was trying to see if that's the kind you had.
Yeah, that's the only one I've seen. But it had the blue was the highest magnification. I want to say yellow was in the middle and green was the
The lowest.
lowest magnification. But nigga, I swear I got very good dexterity for a microscope because of that shit. So when I got older and I was like in microbiology and I did the unknown bacteria lab where the teacher he would give us a broth that had two different types of bacteria in it. One is going to be gram positive and one is gram negative. Gram positive means that it has a protein called peptidoglycan in the cell membrane. And you're able to stain this shit with something called crystal violet. And once you get this stain, you kind of stain the gram negatives too with this shit called saffron, and it makes them red. So the gram positives will be purple and the gram negatives will be red. And then you get a chance to see like the shape of the bacteria and all that kind of shit, like a caca, however you say that shit. That's like a spherical type of thing. And plus you get a chance to see the formation. Like staph means it's a cluster. So if it's staphylococcus, that means it's a cluster of grapes. That's how it looked like, some grapes. So when it was time for me to do this shit, I was able to focus my shit precisely. Like it looked just like a big cluster of grapes on my slide. And I accredit a lot of that to
Your uncle
being a little
getting you a
kid. Yeah, my
telescope.
uncle put me down with telescopes and microscopes and shit as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
right.
I've been focusing in on shit, trying to look at shit. Yeah, that shit was player. Salute to my uncle.
Salute to your uncle. That's all right there.
Yeah.
That's all right. They say that the name is Rocha.
Yeah, Alexis Roca, man. What's the name of the dude he fought? He got a draw in the fight.
Cruel.
I don't know. I don't know if that sounds familiar. I don't know, but it was a draw, and Roca deserved to win the fight. He went out there and boxed that motherfucker up all over the ring. At least 7-5, if you want to give the other guy some credit. But I'm thinking more like 8-4, maybe even 9-3. Like he boxed that dude up on the outside.
Abel Blueberry. Glad to see you here. He said, I can't wait to see Bud get mean. I
Get
haven't seen
me.
that. Get mean. I said get mean.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
bad.
yeah. I'm just saying, shit. Let's get mean out here.
Shit, he using the kazoo character. I haven't seen that little character in a long time.
Yeah.
He said Trey X is the scientific Marvel supervillain. It got you talking about amoebas and all that kind of stuff. You beating the hell out of the dude at school. That was bad though. He got beat up 3 times. Slapped, beat up, and then beat up again.
Yeah.
He probably get beat up talking about, dude, you're not even kin to him. What are you doing? You don't be
Yeah,
fucking with nobody, Grandma.
I wouldn't be surprised if he still got them raccoon eyes. Because it
Oh,
seemed
that'd
like
be
them
messed up.
motherfuckers just never went away. I swear. That shit that was funny as hell, man. I want to say that was 7th grade, because even in 8th grade, he still had them raccoon eyes. Like that shit just,
Wow.
yeah, that shit was crazy. But
I
he
wonder
still
what he
was
tell
tough
his
on the
mama now.
football field, though. I give him credit on that shit. Kobo's gonna come up and put a hit on a motherfucker on that football field. I would always give him credit for that. Because he was small. And we on the 18. Start the 18, man. Ain't no B team with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Kobos is coming up putting hits on motherfuckers that was twice his size. I'm talking about out here, bow. And then I look over, Kobos laid out, but that motherfucker laid out too. That's what made me like him. I swear that shit hurt my feelings. He was over there laughing at my grandma like that. And I fuck with Kobos. And like and where I come from, blacks and Mexicans get along. Like we spend the night at each other's houses and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
multiple of my friends married Mexican women, and their families really fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking to my partner's father-in-law not that long ago. He pulled up to the poker game and shit because he was trying to get something done to his truck, and one of the dudes at the game said he could help him. So he pulled up, and he off in there chopping it up with us, chilling and shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit. Like we fuck with each other,
Right.
and so yeah, that race is like with the black and the Mexican. It's not as prevalent here as in other places. So I just didn't see no basis for none of this shit that's taking place. You know what I'm saying? Like he just on some bullshit, and we have to get that taken care of. Get some straight.
After you whooped you said, not tomorrow at lunch, I got that extra milk for you.
I don't even know what you mean.
Shit, after you done whooped him, you know, hey, when we in practice, everything good. Here go an extra Gatorade bottle. Thanks, Trey.
Yo, yeah, we still communicating on the football field and shit, nigga. It is what it is. Yeah, what happened earlier ain't got nothing to do with the football game. Strong left, nigga. Shit.
He say strong left, shoot.
Yeah. That's what we owe. I was the one that had to call out. I had to call out the signals and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the outside backer calling. Our middles always call.
They had me doing it. I was a weak side linebacker.
Let me see. He say, so refreshing to hear the word retarded again. What? Oh, we can't say that. That's right. I forgot. My daughter told me, Dad, you can't say that word anymore. I'm like, why? It's just
Politically
not right.
incorrect.
I'm like, what political got to do with this? Political is why the damn noodles cost. I went to go get some donut sticks, right? They used to cost 99 cents. 99 $1.07 when you go ahead and get the tax in, right?
Yeah.
So tell me why I go to the store today. Same 2 donut sticks cost $2.99.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at prices like, what is going on? Then it hit me, tariffs. So we paying for all this stuff. Gas that went up so high. I'm like, I put $20 in, get back in, look at the gas, hand that motherfucker like it's still in the same spot.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm looking forward to is the 13th when Terrence Crawford go out there and somebody say something, Canelo do something and run him hot. I really hope this man put a masterclass ass whooping out on September 13th.
Yeah, my gut's still telling me draw just for the politics.
He said it again.
Canelo up by 3 rounds coming in the door.
Yeah,
but I'm rolling. I'm going for Crawford though. I hope the motherfucker go out there and have a Sweet Pea Whitaker versus Chavez performance, man. That's what I'm hoping for.
Man, this boy say, Cobos grew up to be Ari Spears.
Yeah. That's exactly how his shit is. Real dark around his eyes.
Dang, he got 2 black eyes.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't know about blacks and Mexicans growing up until I moved to Illinois. We grew up cool and together in the East Coast. I'm gonna be honest, I never had a problem with the essays. Nowhere I lived. I've never had problems. They was always just there.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Like, not only did we not have problems, it wasn't there, just there. Like, we over each other's houses.
No, that's what I mean. It was like they was there. It's like we growing up together. They belong here. We played together, stuff like that. Now every once in a while, a piece of cotton to come through, and we didn't trip if the cotton came in and played like they supposed to. Everything was good. If they was acting snooty, everything was different. But for the most part, because most of my growing up as a kid playing was in the projects with my auntie and them. So it was Mexicans and a couple of white people. in there. So, we played because they weren't no different from anybody else.
Yeah. Yes, but I will say it was different with the Mexicans that was from Mexico. Because like the neighborhood I grew up in, that's what they call it, Little Mexico. And most of the people that lived there were Mexicans from Mexico. They didn't speak English. You know what I'm saying? And they kids was like first generation Mexican Americans or whatever. However the
Right.
fuck
Their
I want to
kids
say
was
this shit.
the English barrier breaker.
Yeah, they knew their kids knew some English, but their parents didn't know English. And that was a different experience. Like I would be friends with a few of them, but that racist shit always came out at some point. Like the first person that ever called me an N was a Mexican. One of
Oh,
them
wow.
Mexicans that's from Mexico. You know what I'm saying? But the Mexican Americans like that I went to school with and shit, that was different. We ain't had no problem. You know what I'm saying? We kicking it. They had connects and all kind of shit, even as young kids. My partner LJ Laurel, that nigga come with a pound of weed, nigga, like in fucking 8th grade and shit. Like
Oh, me
wild
and him would
shit.
have been cool.
Yeah, LJ was real cool. I'm cool with LJ to this day. We friends on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, a few of the motherfuckers, my partner Jesse Aguilar. I know it's one that come up in here, like as far as the
That
YouTube and
name.
shit. Yeah, but I had a partner named Jesse Aguilar back in the day though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Johnny
because my
Cruz. Huh?
I was trying to say because my mind went when you said Jesse Aguilar, my mind went like, not the one that's in here, huh?
Yeah, they got the same name. Yeah.
Eric also said, if Bud smack the table and say I get active, I'm putting my paycheck on Bud.
I
I
think he
feel
a
I feel like
solid bet anyway.
I think he already there because Canelo pushed the button already. Bud coming out saying that this man said you tried to say I was scared of you inside. I ain't scared of shit. He did already push the button. He just ain't gave us the I get active because that moment hadn't arrived. But the button already been pushed. I'm gonna accept him walking up to Canelo like that, smiling devilishly, uh, making Dana White having to get between him after Canelo pushed him. That moment is past already. We just didn't get a chance to take part in it. But I think Canelo, if I'm remembering correctly, it's the interview with Shaq, Tom Brady, and who else was that? It was Tom Brady, Shaq, and somebody else called the Goats Table or something. And they had Canelo and Bud there. And I think that's when Canelo kind of made a suggestion of like Bud scared. Who's the third person? You know what I'm talking about? You probably don't.
Nah, I have no idea, brother.
Somebody help me out. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. He said I call that Tanzil Bud. That's the nigga that get active.
Hey,
You ain't gonna let
what we
Tanzil.
doing? What we doing that night though? We gonna be on Discord or what?
Heck yeah, we could be on Discord. Talking about the fight and watching it all together.
Yeah, all right, that's the best shit. We gonna be on Discord then.
Y'all make sure y'all show up. D-Lo, I don't know where you at, but you know what? You right. We rivals until the internet stopped working.
I should have hollered at Dito before I made these motherfucking picks in the football game. Cause like I know what I know, but I would give credit to Dito, Eric R, and OG Ernest Davis for knowing more raw football than I do. I know the shit that I know, like as far as numbers and shit. But as
Right.
far as just straight up raw football, I would say they know more than me. Like I done talked to D-Lo. D-Lo know more football than he done forgot more football than I ever learned. He know all these different players and all these different shit. I don't know as much about football as D-Lo. I just know how to break the teams down mathematically. But on a week like this, where I only got one sharp pick and everything else is chalk, This probably would have been a good time to have a talk with D-Lo or Eric R or some shit.
Yo, big bro, would love to talk to you. He'd talk to you about some football.
Him too.
He'd be right with it. Eric R say, "Damn, thanks, bro." He appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Eric R, to let you know, I think you ain't got to worry about the Tanzania Bud because he already here. He already here, man. It's just I'm not gonna lie to you. Bud win, I'm gonna bask in the tears of his fans. I'm gonna bask in it, just like collect all their tears and just pour it on my feet, clean my feet with it.
Oh, nigga, it's gonna be some well in the national teeth if that boy Canelo get his ass whooped.
He gonna get it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm still looking for him to get wobbled. I know I'm asking for a lot, but I'm just saying something gonna happen where he gonna be like, "Damn,
Anything
I'm
possible.
different.
I don't
I'm
see
different."
it, but anything possible, though. Anything can happen when one grown man is hitting another grown man.
I don't know how I just did that. I kicked myself out of my own show. No, I'm tripping. So they did the grand arrivals and all this kind of stuff.
I ain't
Yeah,
even see that shit. They did the grand arrivals already.
yeah, they did some grand arrivals. People jumping there all left and right, trying to come up with reasons of if I think they're trying to hunt for excuses now that the fight is up on us. I think people are starting to second guess themselves. I'm not second guessing myself. I'm not second guessing myself at all. Bud could fight in a way that's conducive enough to beat Canelo. It's not a lot more. It's not a lot that Canelo can change up or does change up because it's been working for so long. And I'm really thinking he might be kind of sipping the Canelo Kool-Aid. Bud too little for me. He can't handle me. But I'm like, Bud only doing the same thing he has done. Moved up, chasing greatness. When it was him, it was acceptable. Yeah, he might have did it slow because he had a fight at 160. He was sitting at 160 for a while. Then he went up to 168. And he been campaigning there. But I'm like, it's pretty much the same road for Bud. He just chasing the thing that would make people say he great. And it's almost like he's sitting right there and it's a teeter of right now. You can kind of see it like, is people going to really give him his credit?
We definitely gonna see on Saturday. For sure. I got the perfect Bud for it too, nigga.
Oh,
Man,
yeah?
I got some heat from the poker game. This motherfucker pulled out this shit. And man, I took a look at it and smelled that shit. It was like a new experience that I never had.
Oh, wow.
I be hearing people say the word clean. It's that clean bud. It's that clean bud. That was my first time ever understanding what they meant. When I picked up that nug and I smelled that shit, the first thing that came to my mind was clean. That's that clean bud. And I should have grabbed a zip, but I grabbed a half of the shit. But
This man said an experience.
yeah. I done
And here I
smoked.
am not smoking no more.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
You said,
Yeah,
yeah, that's good.
yeah, that's good.
Experience.
Don't start back.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not. As long as I'm
Yes.
driving for the city, I will not be doing anything.
I might be joining you after all this shit I got going. I still got a couple ounces left. I got like 4 different kinds. But when that shit gone, I'll probably join you.
I feel you.
But for this weekend though, it's going down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. if everything was pushed back a week, I probably would indulge. But I'm not. I'm not.
What you gonna do? You gonna get your little shot of hen or something?
Nah, I can't drink either. I'm not gonna drink. I'm just gonna chill. I remember the days of just chilling before. It's a
Yeah.
long, long time ago. But yeah, I remember.
Do your thing, brother.
What can we say? What can we say?
Yeah, I ain't trying to be the bad influence and all that kind of shit, but I'm gonna be smoking on something real nice.
Playing some smoking on. Hey, in the middle of the
Nah, ain't
barn.
no hay.
Ain't no
Ain't
hey.
no hay.
This that warning gone.
Yeah, yeah.
This man said some clean.
Yeah, this shit here nice, man. I don't know the name of it or none of that shit, but it is very, very nice. As a matter of fact, the going rate for a zip around here is $100, and this shit was 150. So they give a
Oh
little
yeah.
indication that they covered this a little bit more than that other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but it's straight for real. It ain't necessarily the prettiest you ever seen. I done seen some shit that look aesthetically more
Pleasing to
pleasing.
the eye. Yeah.
Yeah, but the smell and the effects are top notch for sure. But I definitely do got some other shit that look prettier though.
Okay. Those colors that be popping out, those reds and all that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, this shit got a lot of purple off in it, so it's a little darker. But I got some shit that just look like it's off a showroom. Like you like, damn, that shit there is gorgeous. But this shit here is, I still prefer it over pretty much anything I done ever had. I know exactly what they mean by, man, that's that clean bud. Yeah, I know exactly what they talking about now.
Okay. Brady came through, said Canelo wins by KO late round. We're gonna be looking to see what happens. Everybody, this is the chance to come and say who you feel like who gonna get it. I'm going with Bud. He said I'm kind of gonna miss MZ coughing like Doc Holliday in his prime. So I just want an
Yeah.
action-packed fight. May both men walk away in good health. Yeah, I want to see. Most definitely let them walk away in good health. But a great fight is what's on the menu. That's what we're looking for. A great fight. A,
Absolutely.
a great fight. I want to see both combatants. I want to just see, how when you like when Bam knocked out old boy when he was doing the little pivots, throwing his punches, making his subtle little steps to miss. I want to see that kind of action. The old school Canelo when he make you miss up top, Bud be smart enough to go to the bottom. I want to see Bud make him miss. I want to see great counters. I want to see surprise leads. Stuff like I want all that to be just overflowed in the fight tonight. I said tonight for the fight on the 13th.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to see both fighters leave it all in the ring.
That's
However,
it.
yeah, I would like Crawford to win, but however the fight turn out, if they both leave it all in the ring, I'm gonna be a happy guy.
If when that bell ring and they say, and you can look at it and say, damn, they fought their asses off.
Yeah.
If we could walk away with that, oh man, that would be. I don't want to put it out there, but win or lose, either way for either fighter, that kind of fight, I'll be satisfied.
I
I'll be
just hope
satisfied.
our expectations ain't too high for a 38 versus 35-year-old. That's the only thing.
It's almost the norm now. We get exciting fights from some of the young guys, but the ones that really kind of set themselves apart lately has been like the older guys.
I mean, I can think of Usyk and I can think of Better Be and shit like that, but for the most part, the guys been young. We've been getting young guys getting action these days, making these big fights and shit.
Well, I don't think if I had to go out on a limb, and I will, I don't think Crawford or Canelo is going to grow old by the 13th. I think they'll both. I think they'll both be able to put on a great show. I think they'll be able to show us something big. We got Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more slid in the building. What's going on, man? He did he got that game that he have on his show that he be going. I pop over there every once in a while. It was all questions about Canelo and Crawford.
Oh yeah, we used to do that shit. When big fight come up, we do trivia about the fighters that's fighting and shit. Yeah, ain't nothing new under the sun with this YouTube shit. And I'm always gonna put it out there, nigga, when we did it first.
I feel that. But September 13th, it's gonna be going down. My wife's talking about making some steak, and she just laid out the menu for me. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna cook this. I'm gonna cook this for you." I'm like, "Oh, this gonna be going down while watching the fight." Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell me nothing.
Oh yeah, it's going down. Only thing is, I gotta. How the fuck we supposed to watch this shit again? It's gonna be on Netflix.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way to watch that shit. I guess I'm gonna have to get Netflix. You know, I ain't a movie guy. I ain't sitting up. Although I will say this, I have been watching movies lately on YouTube. They've been having some pretty good free movies on YouTube. So I've been watching some shit here lately.
What you watch?
Man, all types of shit, man. Like white man can't jump.
The old one?
Yeah, that's the only one that I know of with Wesley Snipes. You know.
No, they got another white man you can't jump. They did it again.
Then I watched. Yeah, I watched House Party 3. They didn't have House Party 2. I think I like House Party 3 more than House Party 1. I also say this: I like Class Act more than House Party. Most time I hear people say they like House Party more, but I like Class Act more.
I would put Class Act in front Kid and Plays movies.
Yeah, but I watched all kinds of shit. I watched The Longest Yard. I watched Any Given Sunday.
That's one of my favorite movies. Any Given Sunday is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Steaming Willie Beaming.
Yeah.
Who?
Nigga, I even watched the motherfucking Power Rangers.
What?
That old Power Rangers movie that came out in '95. I watched that motherfucker just for the nostalgia. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel the Power Rangers though. I'm like, whoa, he hit me with that man.
Yeah, I thought they did a pretty good job with the movie back in the day because I had went to the movies to see it and shit. I was about 10 years old. And I thought they did a good job. So I just watched it again to see if I was tripping as a child. And I still think they did a good job with that movie. But yeah, I done watched several fucking movies, bro. Rounders, that's his poker movie and shit. Man, if I sit here long enough, bro, I'll name quite a few movies that I done watched here recently on YouTube. And the shit was free.
Oh, okay. That man.
Above the Rim.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they got a bunch of good movies on there, man. One movie that I do want to see that I haven't seen in a long time is Higher Learning. I ain't watched that shit probably in, 25 years or something. But I would like to watch
it's been
that.
that long for me. I think it's been about like 10. Because my daughters was going through their phases. They was my middle girl, she's always going through phases of the culture. And she was going through her Ice Cube right after he left the Gorillas of the Mist and stuff and started making movies. She was going through that. She's like, "Oh, Dad, did you know Ice Cube made a movie called who are you talking to?" Of course I know that.
Yeah.
My Dee Dee, she's the Temptations. She thinks she know everything about the Temptations. Everything. She close though. She know a lot. She got us some records now in a record player. Just because she wanted to see if it sounds that way. with the crackling and all that. I'm like, yeah, baby, it's all that.
Yeah.
It's
And that
all
was my
that.
movie right there too. But yeah, I've been on a bunch of different shit, man. So I'm going ahead and knock off this Netflix so I can check the fight out.
Got to.
Hopefully I can pull it up on the TV with this fire stick that D-Lo sent me.
Canelo going to show what 168 class is all about. He go, that's a great statement that Canelo is going to show what the 168 class is all about. Because if he doesn't, man, people gonna question the fact that how is he sitting on the top? They let this little man come up and beat him. But this ain't just some ordinary little man. This is gonna be a hell of a fight. This ought to be one of the ones that we can walk away like when what let me see, what was a good fight that I was like, this was a satisfying fight.
Maybe Better Be Even Bevel or something. That was some good fight.
Yeah, but it was one fight that I actually made that statement like, man, I walked away from this fight really satisfied. I can't remember who it was. Fudge.
Maybe Usyk and Fury or something.
Yeah, that was the fight. I was just satisfied because he put hands on Fury and wobbled Fury all over the place, and Fury just couldn't do nothing with the little rabbit.
Yeah, the Conqueror.
He said, yeah, Tubi and Pluto have lots of good free movies. And I'm not just talking about the low budget movies, although I like some of those. Some low budget movies be pretty good because you could see the plot and everything, and you kind of wheel it to be in a good movie with some B-rated actors. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But some movies you just be like, ooh.
Oh yeah, I watched The Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
The bad girl in that movie, when I first started seeing her, I can't remember her name, but I was like, that's this lady right here, man. Her look, just the way she acted, the way she looked, I was like, oh yeah, I could see my baby dress up like that. Come on, let's play something.
When I was young, I thought Martin and
Gina.
And Bobby Brown in that movie, I thought they was the coolest niggas in the motherfucking world. I swear, I want to dress like that and all that kind of shit, dude. For real, I thought they was some player ass niggas in that movie. Still do, man. That was a player movie right there, man.
That was. We
Yeah.
need the police over here.
Yeah.
Her name Brandy Lynn.
And she was pretty as hell off of there too, boy.
You know who I always had a liking for as well? Kim. Damn it, what's her name? She in that movie. She the girlfriend.
She the girlfriend.
Yeah, she the girlfriend, and Martin really liked this in the military.
Oh yeah. I don't know her name. You talking about the sister off of Friday?
Yeah. Also, the second in command in The Harder They Fall.
I ain't seen
She
that.
She also, girl, we talking on this hoes man in Boys in the Hood.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What is her name? But anyway, I always had a liking for her. And I just always had a liking for her. Regina King.
Yeah, there we go.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, D-Lo. Yeah. Regina King.
Yeah.
He said Miss Wallace is her name. Yeah. Baby, go ahead. We finna play Cowboys and Rob. But Regina King is she's one of my favorite actresses. She was also the girl from she also played in the movie with Tupac, Janet Jackson. With old boy.
A Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in. She also do the voice for the Boondocks and shit too.
Right.
She's a woman of many talents.
Yep. Just making sure another movie might pop up that she was in. He said Regina King was his lifelong crush. Her and Nia Long. I give Nia a little action, but I always like Regina. I pick Regina over Nia. Every time I seen them, I don't know, it's just something about Regina that moved me a little more than Nia. Not that they both don't move me, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She was my favorite.
Yeah, I like that dark skinned chick that was off in Class Act, the love interest for Kia.
Oh,
I thought she was gorgeous.
I know who you talking about.
I never knew her name, but
I still don't. But I know who you talking about. She had that look. I can't explain it.
yeah, I thought she was beautiful. Well, I feel sorry for these kids these days, man. They ain't got no player shit like that, man. These actors and these producers and directors, they can't make shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want some player shit like that, you got to go back to the 90s.
I'm gonna pick up a camera. I'm gonna put some player shit out for y'all.
Even I won't even say that, because you could go back to like Love and Basketball and shit, Brown Sugar, shit like that. The Wood, they were some pretty player movies, and they wasn't in the 90s. They were like early 2000s. But still, though, they ain't got nothing these days that can match that shit. Even them times like when we had the what's that movie where Tay Diggs and Morris Chestnut and all the motherfuckers.
Oh, with Janet Jackson in it?
I don't remember if Janet was in there.
They got one with Morris Chestnut, Tay Diggs, Terrence Howard.
And they were fighting.
Yeah, they had a fight.
Yeah, they had a fight at the end of the movie over that woman.
Yeah, that's I can't think of the name of it, but that's the movie with
Janet.
With who?
I thought you said Janet Jackson.
Yeah, Janet Jackson's in there. Dang, I can't think of the rest of the ladies, but it's a nice cast on both sides.
Yeah.
It's not Jumping the Broom. I can't think of the name of it because they got it twice. Because in the second movie, she had cancer or something, if I remember correctly. I know she died. The girl that played that's the Wood, bro.
That's not the Wood right there.
That can't be the Wood. I'm talking about the one where you can't make your booty clap like your sister. I mean, like your cousin. Get out of the way from Player Club. The girl that played the baby cousin from Player Club. She in that movie. She the one that Morris Chestnut was supposed to be marrying, but Tay Diggs supposed to slept with her, and Morris Chestnut kept running that scene in his head, and then they had a fight.
Now, he wasn't running that scene. He was reading that book, because the nigga done put the shit off in the book that he wrote, Tay Diggs. And that's how Morris Chestnut found out about the shit. So when he be seeing red, he be sitting there reading that book.
Yeah, so that's the movie, but I can't think of the name of it. Is it the best? I think that might be it.
Yeah, I want to say it's called The Best Man.
Oh, I think that's what D-Lo got, The Best Man series.
Oh, okay, I can't see the chat, by the way.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah. See, we ain't got them black movies and shit no more, man. When the last time a movie like that then came out?
Huh. A good shoot.
I ain't talking about no DC Young Fly bullshit and all.
I wouldn't even think about. I wouldn't even.
And Little Yachty.
Bus Stop.
That's what I'm saying. It's a joke. They ain't got no player shit like that no more, man.
Man, they got a new speaking of something, a movie coming out that I think gonna be good. They got a new movie coming out with Denzel in it.
That nigga Denzel, all we got. This motherfucker 70. This motherfucker past 70 years old, and he still gotta hold it down for us. We do not have that new crop of good ass actors and producers and writers and comedians.
Him and Samuel.
They still gotta hold it down. We can't let them go. We still need Jamie Foxx and all them type motherfuckers. We need the new crop of people to come through. That's what I'm tripping on.
We borrowing Israel Elba from overseas.
Them motherfuckers coming over here cosplaying
Wow.
us and taking our shit. And they don't know us, so they can't hold nothing down. They don't know us. They just know what they see through movies and TV and all that type of shit. They don't really know us, man. So they can't make nothing to hold us down. We ain't gonna never get another Boys in the Hood, Menace in Society.
No.
I watched South Central the other day, nigga. I'm watching it, all kind of shit, nigga. I'm over here looking at Genie Lamp, my bad. The Kansas City Smack Man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that type of shit. We ain't gonna get none of that player shit no more, man. Even though I know that had a negative context and shit, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers smoking sherm and all that kind of stuff. So I ain't trying to make it seem like I'm about glorifying all of that, but it was part of reality at the time. And they put it in movie form. But we don't get that kind of authentic raw shit no more. Whether it's gonna be like a chick flick, like The Best Man,
Girls
or
Trip. It's
Love and
almost Christmas.
Basketball, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't get that. We don't get the great comedies. We ain't gonna get another Harlem Nights. We're not gonna get all this shit, man, because these folks these days are not talented enough to deliver it. That's what I'm tripping on. I'm looking for a comedy or something. You know, we had Method Man and Red Man with the How High and all that shit. And yeah, it was goofy, but I still liked it though. It's a good smoking movie. Sit down, smoke some, and watch that shit. Dave Chappelle with Half Baked and all that shit. Yeah, it's goofy, but it was still fun. I tried to sit down and watch DC Young Fly and Lil Yachty. I'm like, man, come on, man. What am I doing with my life? Go to the poker game or something, man. Go get some money or something. You know, sit
Well,
and
say they
watch
just got no acting skills at all,
niggas out of there. The shit ain't funny. It's not inspiring. None of that shit. Even the white people did a better job with like Pineapple Express and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on.
And y'all was following up Ha Ha. Y'all was Ha Ha too.
Yeah.
D-Lo 404, the voice of reason, has slid into the room. What's going on, D-Lo?
Luke.
Mic check.
The mic has been checked. What's happening?
Is it real loud like it was last time?
No, you good.
Okay. What's up? How y'all doing, man? What's up?
Oh, we doing
You sound
well.
kind of muffled though. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Shit, I don't know. Hold on.
OG being nice about it, but you sound a little muffled.
How it sound now?
It sounds about the same to me. I mean, you're legible or whatever I'm supposed to say. I can hear you, but it just kind of muffled like a little bit.
Oh, he went out. He gonna come back.
Yeah, maybe I'm
He
just
said,
tripping on
"Don't
my end.
blaspheme. We still got Sam." I said we had Sam. Sam is the man in Hollywood. His movies have made more money altogether. His run has made more money than any actor that's doing their thing in Hollywood right now today. Samuel L. Jackson has the longest run of all of them.
That's a bad man.
And his movies have, like I said, have banked more than everybody. That's more than Denzel, more than Charles Bronson, which he's saying Denzel gonna be the black Charles Bronson.
Man, when I saw Samuel L. Jackson in Coming to America and Goodfellas, I never would have thought he would become what he became.
Did
you know? Yeah, like in Coming to America, he robbed the McDowell's.
He robbed McDowell's.
Yep, and then he got killed in Goodfellas. because he had I think he was talking too much and shit and got jammed up.
No, he that was based on a true story. He got killed because he didn't get rid of that truck that they used.
Okay, 'cause I know the dude said don't buy nothing. Keep everything on the low, and he was knocking folks off for buying shit.
Yeah, he was that guy was supposed to get rid of the like van or truck, whatever, like cargo truck they used. And
Yeah,
he got high and didn't do it. So
Yeah.
they walked in there, you know what I'm saying, and got rid of him, you know. But I mean that's supposed to be what happened in real life though. So
yeah,
that guy was like you can Google that guy, the Stack Edwards, that's who he
yeah.
played.
That's his name. Yeah, Stacks or some
Yeah,
shit. Yeah,
yeah, Stack Edwards. He was like, you know, he was somebody for real, like a, you know what I'm saying, like a major player.
yeah. I know the movie based on a true story. I like that movie too. That's one of my favorite movies too.
Yeah, I was thinking about when we was talking about South Central when Loco was in prison talking about Ray Ray.
I
He-
ran off the set.
yeah, and then everybody was talking about got a new car just for Ray Ray. Got a new,
Yeah.
and then when he was in that lifting weights and he was picking up that little bit ass bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like, man, that dog was a fool. That
Nah,
dude, that dude's a good actor though, man. He one of them
just about
underrated.
to say that. That
Yeah,
dude got his ass off playing Loco.
he got some range, man. He one of them guys that play a lot of different roles, and you wouldn't even realize the same dude till somebody pointed out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he
And that's
was the
when you
one
know they're
played.
doing good.
Yeah,
Their craft.
he played Kincaid in that Jason Tatum Madden. He was that boxer.
The one that fought him on top of that building.
Yeah, that's him.
I didn't even realize that shit.
Yeah, it's a cool couple that come to mind, but there's several more roles he played, and you're like, dang, I didn't know that was him. Yeah, he has some range, though.
Yeah.
Just for Ray Ray. He even got a little Jimmy out there stealing for him.
And he cheating him. He only give him $20 and he selling
Maybe,
it for $100.
maybe.
Yeah.
Snitching his
Yeah.
ass off.
Just give me the drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that dog on Loco was something else. The guy Bobby in all kind of trouble and trying to take up for him in prison.
Yeah.
That boy Eric Carr said the Black Panther was on his way to replace Denzel. Them England niggas out here faking.
Yeah,
I
boy,
can't say
cause you know old boy from Snowfall. He from England.
He from over there.
Two of them, I
The
think.
dude that played Martin Luther King.
Yeah. You got Idris Elba. You got the there's another one too, man. The boy that John Bodega, the one that played in the Star Wars movie. He done played some other movies
Oh
too.
yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. He from over there too.
Yep, you're right. He sure is. That just means that they've been stepping up on their craft.
Yeah, but I think it's a little more to it than that though. But we ain't got to get into all that.
But right now, honestly, when you look at it, look at our layout. Where are our guys at? We need some new crops to come up. I've seen and hearing some of these young men and some of the young ladies that's coming up that I think gonna be good once they start finding the roles that actually fit them. But right now we don't have that one go to. That one go to started to like, yeah, you know, Will messed up. He was like close to the youngest one at 50 something.
Michael B. Jordan pretty good.
Michael. Can't take away from Michael. I don't even. They just got to get him in some more stuff.
I wish they didn't kill off Killmonger. I wish he could have played that shit again. Cause that was dope.
They could. Well, that's probably asking too much, but they could
Hey,
have him come back like they got.
Marvel.
What's his name?
I'm finna say it's Marvel Universe. They can do anything.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
They got Infinity Stones and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
For business.
They bringing back Iron Man as Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's supposed to be. I just think they just using the act. I might be wrong. I had read something about that a while back, and I don't think there's like really supposed to be a correlation. It's just that they gave Robert Downey Jr. the part.
That's what I mean when I say they bringing him back like that. It's not a correlation of the character. At least it's not supposed to be.
All right.
Doctor Doom's supposed to be a entity
Yeah, I mean,
of his own.
I know historically in the comics it ain't, but
That's
yeah,
really a dumbass idea, though, nigga. You ain't gonna do nothing but piss the fans off because everybody loved Robert Downey Jr. as the fucking Iron Man. So why you
right.
gonna use him on screen as another character?
That's
I
the
think
same
what
way I
they,
felt about it.
I think what they call themselves trying to do was appease the people because Iron Man died off.
Man, they
You
could
know
have
that.
brought Iron Man back. The people would have been more accepting of that. I mean, they got Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you just can't go and grab Infinity Stones all willy nilly and keep bringing
You
people
don't need
back.
but one. You don't need but one. You need a time stone.
And you know they gonna if they bring bring him back like that, then people gonna be bitching because they can't bring back old girl, the Guardians of the Galaxy girl. So you can't just
The green girl,
yeah,
Gamora.
Gamora.
Yeah, well, she ain't Iron Man though.
No, she not, but she was a strong part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. They had to break up because of that.
They can go get her too. Hey, it's all fiction. You know what I'm saying? They go do what they
Yeah,
want to do.
he
Hey,
said they got
if you
Infinity
believe,
Stone.
hey, if you believe in any of the other stuff, you can believe that.
He said they got Infinity Stones. They can make it happen. So you just feel like I'm glad you're here. Like you want to step into that square circle or something, huh?
Yeah, we do a little something, man. I ain't went head to head with nobody in a while. I usually get my ass whooped though when I
Uh-huh.
do with everybody.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah,
it don't matter who.
yeah.
Even when you was at the bottom of the barrel, if we went head to head, I have a bad week. You end up beating most time,
Bottom of the barrel. What?
most
What?
time than not. You know when you were down, long time ago. You know,
Are you talking about when I was in second place?
something like
Yeah, I remember that. See, I remember where I come from.
This a good week though, cause this a throwback 18-round fight. We got 18 fights this week. None of that 10 fight bullshit, nigga. Got 18 fights.
yeah,
Oh shit,
that's that T-ball stuff.
Yeah. We in the big leagues this week, nigga.
man! I just looked at I just noticed my sister sent me something. Thanks, sis. I see the big Virgo energy. I like that picture. That's pretty cool. I know she listening.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I ain't even looked at the fights, man. But I remember thinking that, you know what I'm saying, it was a solid week coming up. It wasn't just about this one, this one fight or even just this one card. I seemed like it was like I said, I'm gonna check them out tomorrow because I know we got Thursday picks.
Yeah, we got
We got a
Thursday
fight
pick.
for Thursday, so yeah, I'm gonna make sure I check them out in the morning. When I get some time, or if I get out work.
I'm
But
gonna do mine after I come home from my first day of orientation.
you don't got a new job?
Yeah, I'm finna start. I'm about to start driving the city bus.
Oh, okay. You done left that gas the Circle. What was it, Circle K you were at?
Yeah, it was a Circle K.
Got tired
The
of
family got what they wanted out of it.
okay.
Don't let
The
us see
family
you on
did.
one of them videos knocking out one of them riders and shit for disrespect.
What happened?
I said, don't let us see you on one of them videos knocking out a rider for disrespect, nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember that dude in Cleveland had to get with one of them riders that were talking crazy.
I seen this one, the driver got spit on and he got up and
Oh
knocked
God.
the cowboy shit out this dude.
Well, I see. I don't know if I can handle that.
Nah, I ain't handling.
I don't know if I can handle. Please don't spit on me. Please don't do that. But they
Yeah.
said press the button, and the police will be at the next stop. They might be taking me. Well, see, I can't take. You know what? I'm not going into that thinking like that. I'm thinking about how I'm taking these people's family members to and fro safely. But yeah, Guess I'm gonna have to put some foot to ass this week. I ain't even trying to put no foot to ass. I've been just trying to cruise, mind my own business, and then all of a sudden, out the bush, here come D-Lo.
No, man. Just make your pick, man. You ain't pick. Hey, look, you ain't ever pick it against the person that
You
you
think I'm
actually.
worried
You
about
know
you
what I'm
and
saying?
your picks?
No, just make your pick, man.
I am gonna just make my picks. Think
All
I've been
right,
doing
now.
all
All
this training
right,
this
all right,
season?
all right, all right, all right. No,
Yeah, because I done
Matter of
seen
fact,
all.
I might not sanction this because everybody got at least a 3.5 except for MZ. And I need MZ to lock in and focus on finishing in the top 10.
hey, I wave the white flag.
Yeah, I'm not sanctioning
Yes,
that shit
yeah,
either.
go get your pick, man. Get your pick.
Hold up.
Get
What
your
the
picks.
fuck just happened here?
I'm a bow out.
What you mean? What just happened? Nigga? We saying that we want you to concentrate, finish in the top 10, get that 3.5 up under
Hey,
your belt.
the man. Hey, he the only gold medalist on the panel. The man just made an OG call.
Nigga, we all straight South Central. That's an OG call. Huh? I'm keeping him.
Off top. Okay.
Nigga MZ to turn into loco. Well, this OG call and I'm keeping him. Goddamn me. We gonna let MZ concentrate on getting the 3.5 rate. That's what we
Yeah,
need right now.
yeah. That was up.
This gonna be a good one to go through too. We already know who I'm going with Canelo and Crawford. Danchenko. Steve
I haven't
Nelson.
even got a chance to look at the list my own goddamn self, man. I've been
In a
busy
way.
with it.
Yeah. I mess around, got hold of that good green, and so you'll get around to it, huh?
Got a hold of that clean.
That clean green.
Yeah, he got a hold of that clean. See, I ain't got to worry about nothing else. Went to a whole new dimension on it. An
Yeah, bro.
experience.
I've been having my mind on the fucking football and shit. That's what the problem is. Because this week wasn't clear. Like last week was just clear. Boom, boom, boom. This is what I want. This week wasn't clear like that. I had one game that I just knew I had to have, and that's Tampa Bay over Houston. But nothing else was me and the odds makers agreed on everything else. So that's
Man,
what made this week tough.
I was hoping you were gonna come with some of that college football stuff in the early going, just because these odd makers lost their mind the first couple of weeks. But they came out here giving these teams all kind of stupid spreads, and they ain't covering nothing.
I made one little bet at the poker game with Ohio State over Texas, but I really don't have no confidence in beating college, man. That transfer portal.
Oh, it get harder later on, but I'm just like early on, they get some sense about them by around about the 4th, 5th week. But out the gate, man, these spread like they had like some ridiculous spread for some of these teams, and then you had a lot of the favorites getting beat. So you know what I'm saying, but it kind of levels off. You know, they get some sensibility about them by around week 4, week 5.
I can't beat them until the bowl season comes.
Yeah,
I'll let me in because like last year we bet the bowl game. We took Ohio State over Notre Dame and all that type of shit. But early on, bro, I cannot give you nothing.
yeah, you're right though, because that transfer portal is an equalizer, that's really what hurting a lot of these teams too, and why they can't why they you know what I'm saying out here getting beat. But you know it is what it is. I think it make the game better, but it does definitely make it harder to bet on.
Hell yeah. Only thing I can do is tell you, I can give you some caution on the pick, like if you got a bad home road dichotomy. That's what I was trying to tell them motherfuckers at the poker game. This old school dude talking about, man, that stuff you talking about don't mean nothing.
Huh.
All right, nigga, bet then. We got one way we can settle that right now. Nigga, I've been studying this shit for 15 years. But you know, I ain't gonna push the issue too much like I just know everything. I still make it seem like I'm just a lucky guy or some shit. Cause I want that action as much as I can get it from his loud talking ass.
Yeah.
Cause I already know going against me with that shit is not a winning proposition.
And you're gonna turn them into an ATM.
For real. Square business. Especially NFL, man. That's my thing because it's so consistent. But they do got new quarterbacks that have moved around to different teams this season. They got some rookies that done came in. So it got a couple of tough spots in the NFL, but for the most part, it's pretty consistent, and that make it easier to bet on.
Yeah, I heard y'all. I heard you talking about the Steelers and the Jets earlier. It was crazy because you got they basically swapped quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, even though Fields was the backup, and then Russell Wilson over there, the other team in New York, they talking like they gonna bench him already though.
Damn,
Nah,
Russell Wilson done turned sorry.
Fields had a good game the first game though.
No, the Jets. I'm talking the Jets,
Yeah, the Jets. They
not the
Fields
Jets. Not the Jets. What am I talking about? Not Fields. I'm talking about Russell Wilson. They talking like they're gonna bench Russell Wilson
he went to the Giants.
with the Giants. Yeah,
He
that's
turned
what I said.
sorry.
I say he with the other New York team.
Yeah, I said, did he turn sorry?
No, I mean I didn't watch the game. I just seen some clips of what people talking about he out there. You know, like he ain't his what they expected out the gate. But you know that's New York, man. You know they hard on. It was a New York Giant fan saying that one of the comedians that make skits, and he was what his name, Will Miller, I think his name is. He was real hard on Russ, but that's New York fan like that though. You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
honestly
so
thought
thrown
they was
off.
too. I thought they was too tough on Daniel Jones, man. I know that's an unpopular opinion because people think Daniel Jones is trash, but man, that motherfucker play hard, man. I ain't never watched the Daniel Jones game and thought he was cheating me. That motherfucker's out there trying to get it. He might not be the most talented. He might not have the best talent around him, but he is trying to get it, nigga. He running, he slanging that bitch, nigga. He out there working his ass off. And I'm happy that he went to the Colts. He beat out that Richardson kid. He just had a big first game against the Miami Dolphins. They beat their ass like 33-8. I'm pulling for Daniel Jones.
Hey, Trey, that's what I seen. Another one. Somebody had said talking about the Giant fan got to be real disappointed. They got Russell Wilson and he turned into Daniel Jones, and Daniel Jones turned into Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Colts got a good solid team though. You know, they had a good running back and shit like that. The defense been pretty good. They've been like a middle of the road team for the last few years. So they get a little boost at the quarterback play. They can definitely be formidable. You know what I'm saying? Especially defensively. A motherfucker flying around making tackles, nigga.
So you don't think Bo Nix gonna be the answer long term over there at Denver?
He might be, man. You know, he might have a sophomore slump or something like that. You know how it be in year two.
Yeah.
But bro, maybe I'm underestimating Tennessee's defense too. So I'm leaving a little room out there because that defensive front was stout with the motherfucking Titans, nigga. They was a lot better than what I was anticipating. So I'm gonna give them some room right now. But I got to see something though, man, especially next year because he did not look as good this past game as he looked last year for sure. It looked like he in a sophomore slump right now. But we'll see though, because Tennessee might have a legit defense. I can't remember. I think Tennessee they playing the Buffalo Bills this week. They got the Bills on the road playing them. Oh, no, they playing the Jets. My bad. They playing the Jets. I'm tripping. Who the fuck Tennessee play this week? I don't even remember.
I couldn't tell you without looking it up.
I don't even remember.
Tennessee looking like the Black Fundura. What the hell? They protect the MZ like Loma? That he say Trey X that 25 boxes of cigarettes. What? Ah.
25 bucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I said we make an OG call. I'm keeping it.
It's another move. James Kennedy. I can't think of the movie that he played. It's a prison movie where he kind of fight like he put you in the mind like he was trying to be Sugar Ray.
Oh, you talking about that? What's the name of that character?
What was it? Did they call him Sugar? Or
It was
or sweet. I think it was sugar.
Yeah, I know you talking was the movie called Penitentiary?
It might be penitentiary where he choked old boy out inside and then ate his cupcakes
Yeah, I ain't seen that shit
in
in
a
a
long
very
time.
Man, God dang.
What?
Choked him out of 80 cupcakes.
Yeah, he choked him out and ate his cupcakes. Whatever candy. He had some Milky Ways or something. he whooped
I
his
had
ass and then ate his snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's penitentiary. I saw that. When did I see penitentiary? The early 80s? Late 70s? I can't even remember when I saw that movie.
I ain't seen CB4 in a long time. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Wow. You know what? I'm gonna try to watch. I'm gonna watch something tonight. Start my new day off for orientation in the morning. Then orientation Thursday. Then just push through Friday. Be on pins and needles Saturday. Catch some prelims, but it's that main event. Man, I can't wait for this. I'm so excited for this fight to come on. Too sweet.
Yeah,
That's
Too
his name.
Sweet. There
Too
we go.
sweet.
Too Sweet.
Thanks, bro.
Who was Eric R?
No, big bro.
Oh, OG. Too Sweet.
I like that move. Oh boy, wasn't taking no shorts.
I've been seeing clips pop up on Facebook of that movie Undisputed with Wesley Snipes and Ving Rhames.
Yeah.
Got
Oh
me
yeah.
want to watch. I ain't watched it in a few. It probably been about 5-6 years since I last watched it.
It's been a minute since I watched
I
Undisputed.
might check it out. Yeah.
I just when it came out in theaters is the only time I seen it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know about it when it first came out. It probably had been out 5 years before I saw it.
Yeah, it came out early 2000. If I'm thinking about the same movie.
They hit Wesley with those tax evasions, messed up his career. I
Yeah.
thought Wesley was gonna blow up like at one point. I thought him and Denzel was on the same trajectory.
Yeah, Wesley went open the doors to Marvel. With for them to have the success they got today. You know what I'm saying? With
With
how
Blade.
Blade, yeah.
Yeah, you see how they tried to treat him? They tried to leave old Wesley out in the cold.
Yeah.
That's how they do though.
Yeah, that
Sweet.
Trey was talking about that movie, the Best Man shoot. They made a two, what was it called? Best Man Holiday
Yeah,
with part two. And then they made like a 5 or 6 part series that came out a couple years ago to like close out the you know what I'm saying, basically like to put a bow on it.
yeah.
And
I
pretty much
seen the holiday.
yeah,
But
they made it. They had a series, man. They had a series that cause it was on this when it came out, you could only see it on this app called, I think it was called Peacock. And hell, my wife wanted to see that shit so bad, I had to damn get that subscribe to the app, and we watched that shit all of them like back to back to back to back to back. I think it was like 3 or 5 of them, whatever. It's like everybody's life after, you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
It's
what
pretty
goes
good.
on after the fact.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty good. It goes deeper into their lives. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like the dude quitting, the one Terrence Howard played. Like you meet his dad, and stuff like that. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, well, only way I'm gonna watch it if my wife wants to watch it. Other than
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how I ended up watching. But I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I wouldn't have, cause I hadn't seen the other two. So when it came out, I would have been interested, but I wouldn't have been all about trying to watch it right then. But she wanted to watch it, so I stayed there watching with her.
Yeah, women that get you watching a bunch of shit, nigga. I watched all the what was that shit on HBO with them dragons and shit?
uh,
How to Train Your
uh,
Dragon?
No, not the
no, you
movie.
talking about the one with Tigarius there.
The Lannisters and all that shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, nigga. A girlfriend I had at the time had me watch all that shit. I watched all that shit, nigga. I'm watching series on Netflix. I'm watching All American and all this different shit, nigga. I watched The Flash. Nigga, I watched all kind of shit that I normally would not be watching none of that shit. But, you know, the woman I had at the time, she loved watching shit. So I'm sitting watching Game of Thrones. She had me watch all the Supernatural. I watched every fucking episode of Supernatural and The Walking Dead. All this shit.
Yeah, I had we sat down and watched this was a couple years ago. There's a show called y'all probably heard it, I don't know, called Greenleaf.
Yeah, Greenleaf the Preacher.
Yeah, man, we binge
That
watched
was a
it.
pretty good one.
That was the first time in my life I ever binge watched anything. And we said we would watch that, man. We did stuff we had to do around the house. Shoot, we ducked off watching that show. They get up, do the same thing. They, you know what I'm saying? So on the week, it was like be on the weekend when we had to work. But man, we might catch one or two, you know, in the evening if we got settled early enough. But man, we watched that till we got all the way caught up. I think they had like we were caught up to the last. We had to watch everything from the beginning to the last season. Then they started the last season, and then I told her, I said, man, I can't be. I ain't the type of person. I don't like to be like
waiting for the whole.
Well, I don't like to be beholden to no schedule on no TV show. You know what I'm saying? So I told her, I said, let's just let it end, and then we'll just watch it.
All like
watch
that.
it, right? Yeah, watch the whole last season. That's what we did. I didn't want to, I don't want to be like I got to be in front of TV on whatever night at whatever time because this show going.
That's why I like to binge watch it, get it on out the way, watch it at my time when I'm ready.
Yeah, but even if I don't binge watch it, I want to watch it on my time. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. Like I don't like that. You know, I remember being young and you have 2 or 3 channels, and if you want to watch the Cosby Show or whatever, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be there in front of the TV to watch the show, or you ain't no rerun or nothing. You just done missed it.
Bro, so what was it like when it was only 2 or 3 channels?
Better than it was when it was no channel when you were coming up.
That shit ain't funny. But when he said you threw me off because I don't remember a time we were just 2 or 3 channels. I remember channel 5, 2, 7, 11, and then the U, which gave you 32, 44, stuff like that.
Man, we had well from in Georgia. We had ABC. We had ABC, which was channel 6 for us. We had NBC, which was channel 26, which was the U. We had channel 12, which was CBS. And then I think that was it, man. And then later on, we got Fox 54. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and we had channel 20, which was PBS.
Okay.
So basically, when I was coming up, man, we didn't until Fox came. It wasn't even no TV after about 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I think then Fox came. I tell you what, I remember, man, the last show used to come on with MASH.
Right. And then the TV go off at like 12 o'clock.
Then after MASH go off, they start playing the national anthem.
And then they do that test screen.
Yeah.
And then your TV go to snow.
Then like my friend, my mama used to say that when the white folks go to war, you used to have the black guys fighting the white guys.
Wow. Big bro say watch Family Business.
Yeah, I think my wife be watching that because I think they got one now called. Well, she watched the original, but I think now they got one called Family Business New Orleans, and I don't think she gonna watch that one.
Oh,
I think that got like David Banner and some
You gonna tell her?
I asked about it. She said she just ain't. I think she tried to watch like one episode or something, and she ain't like it like she liked them.
Let me find out D-Lo really the one in there talking about, "Ooh, baby, let's watch this."
No, I just told her about it because I had seen the preview of it.
Nigga, I was watching Power and all that shit, man.
Yeah, I ain't ever watched Power. I watched one episode of that Empire.
I
Um,
watched
Black
Power
Empire, but
because I like
Power,
the actor.
yeah,
And
the tech.
I was interested in with 50 Cent because I'm like, 50 Cent seemed to be making some good business moves with the entertainment aspect of things. His programs that he's put on TV so far has been pretty good.
yeah, they supposed to be. I seen where old boy Dame Dash made a video call himself Clown and Cam because 50 Cent done made a paid in full. Basically, finna have a paid in full series and have Cam in it. And he talking about, well, guess that's gonna be your new boss or something like that. I was like, man, and that man out here making money, you know what I'm saying? You can't hard to
Let him
clown
make it.
somebody. He eat, you know. But yeah,
Right.
it is doing it. But yeah, I used to watch this show. Well, me and my wife watched, but I ain't gonna lie, this one I actually used to like myself was called Queen Sugar. It was
Queen
about
Sugar, the dope lady.
no.
She, okay.
This was about sugar farms
Oh, the
and
Sugar Cane family.
yeah. I didn't know rural Louisiana.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't see it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we used to watch this shit. It was a dude on there. My wife couldn't stand him. You know, she was talking. He always call him retarded. His name was Ralph Angel. And I tell her, she'd be like, "Hey, we gonna watch her?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go watch a Ralph Angel show tonight." She get pissed off. She couldn't stand his ass. So, man, that retarded motherfucker. I'm like, yeah. I said, he the one make the show. But yeah, I used to watch that. I will say I used to look forward to watching that show.
Huh.
But like a lot of them, though, man, that stuff, the writing started to get stale after a while and get real predictable.
Yeah, okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm bad about figuring out what's gonna happen with stuff when I'm watching it anyway. So I had to try to turn that part of my brain off and just enjoy the show.
Well, that lady that wrote for the lady that wrote for 50 Cent for Power, her and her writing team, they were some real beasts. You would think that you was following that story, and she'll put a turn in that
Put
mug on you
Twitch
so
now,
quick.
yeah.
That lady is a beast when it comes to putting her storyline together.
Who is she? What's some other stuff she wrote?
I don't know what else she wrote. I
I,
do know
I'm
that
a,
she leads this team with 50 Cent for Power. She led that team.
yeah. A lot of
And
times, man, when you find people like that, and it's always good to try to look them up and see what else because they'll have some slept on shows out there or movies or something that they write on.
right.
And you find, best find some gems, or you'll find out there's some stuff you already even watched and like that they was involved in it.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have killed off Ghost though. I don't give a fuck. That was stupid.
Yeah.
That was
But
dumb.
so many people had gotten invested in it. I felt where she was trying to go, or the way she explained it, because she was like, it was like as long as he was around, the other characters wouldn't have been able to blossom.
I know they like I said, I ain't never watched the show, but I done seen a lot of stuff about it, and I know from seeing like forever, it's always been this thing about is he gonna come back?
Because
Yeah.
people want him to so bad.
Yeah, nigga dead though.
Did it and did could
And
be.
it was his son that killed him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody don't like his son.
Well, people can't stand that nigga
They can't
son.
stand Tyreek.
Yeah,
People be want to fight him in real life and shit.
I be seeing little clips and stuff. He seemed kind of strange acting.
No, I ain't like that little nigga either when I watched the show. I ain't like that little motherfucker, man.
That means he did his job with
I
it.
was just about to say that because he able to make me feel emotional watching this shit. So he did a damn good job portraying his character.
Yeah, like old boy from Minister Society and Minister Society and he played in some other movie too. That dude people can't see. Yeah, he played in Player Club too.
Yeah, that motherfucker, rotten motherfucker. Denzel did a good job in that movie where he played that mean ass father. Could nobody stand?
Oh yeah, I like that movie, Fisters.
Yeah,
Man, my wife can't stand that movie because, and I'm gonna tell you, she was all right with the movie, man. We watched the movie just fine, man. But soon as that when he came home with that baby, and she was so mad at the wife for accepting the baby and all that and being willing to raise that child. She was so mad about that, man. Like talking about man, she should have kicked him out and told him he go. I was like, man, you don't let that ruin the whole movie for you. She didn't even want to watch it no more after that.
Yeah, Denzel had me hot watching that movie. He was
Troy,
like,
Troy
he
Max.
and shit.
Hey, that joke was telling them tall tales, man. That was so funny. And his buddy, you know, like the guy, I think that guy done passed away now, but what it was his friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the way he like was the way they wrote him coming in at certain moments when Troy would be, you know, saying stuff and he'll just come in with something real quick and it just kind of tied all together. Man, I love that movie.
Yeah.
And then
come
the
over.
relationship with his older son, that's a trip too.
Yeah, nigga just want the whole $10 and got to go through all that bullshit.
Man, yeah, that was about 30 minutes. Hey, it was about 30 minutes worth for the movie behind them $10. Hey, if you count the original scene and then when he come back later on, yeah, it's about 30 minutes. That $10 accounted for about 30 minutes of the movie.
That $10 was something serious.
Hey, that joke was I don't bother nobody. I just do my music, blah blah. Yeah, that joke, man. Hey, he went on a scandal. And then he ended up getting mad at him and basically telling him about himself because he ended up saying something about the boy, about his mom. And, you know, he didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, you know, you can't, you know, basically you wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And all that. So it was something. Powerful movie, though. Powerful movie.
Yeah, it was.
I have no idea who wrote it. Well, I know it's old. I think because that movie, I remember seeing James Earl Jones played him in a play. So apparently that was a stage play that they turned into a movie. You know, and maybe it could have been an old movie first turned to a stage play, then turned to a movie again.
No, they normally start off as plays. Cause like I remember I went to go see A Diary of a Mad Black Woman and all that type of shit back in the day.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
and they turned that shit into a movie.
Yeah, and that Raising in the Sun, I know. That was
They
a
come from
stage
the
play.
stage. Yeah, they come from the stage. Usually they come from the stage, going with the wind and all that kind of stuff. Dead Presidents. Big Bro say Dead Presidents. That's a good one. I like Dead Presidents.
Yeah, Trey, you still ain't seen it.
I still ain't, but they got it free on YouTube though, so I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it ain't your typical. It's a good movie, man. It's got layers to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
It's got layers to it. That's a good way to put it, D-Lo.
Yeah.
But it's filled with black actors.
Yeah.
You know, I could look at a Lily White movie. You know what I'm saying? The actors, if they good, you know, I give them their props and such. But I enjoy watching a movie where the brothers and sisters get a chance to show their chops, their acting chops.
Yeah, all the white actors and actresses in Dead President got like very, very amount of roles. They like in like a minute or two, and they out of the movie. Other than the people in the military, they got some extended scenes. But then you got like one of his buddies is a Hispanic guy. That's about it. I mean, everybody else black.
Right. And it's a good movie. A real good movie. In my opinion.
Yeah, they say I think some of that it may be loosely based on a true story, or at least they inserted some stuff that was factual that actually happened to some of the characters.
Okay.
Yeah, I just found that out like recently, like within the last couple months.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't want to give it a trade, but like the ending scene, you know what I'm saying? Don't say what it is, but you know the ending scene when he get mad.
Right.
Like they say that. Yeah, they say that came from like something that actually happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna look into that. It might be some hidden away truths to that.
Yeah.
He said you're gonna end up ruining it. No, we're not gonna say anything about anything. You know, we can tell it like that and still leave a whole bunch of open for it because it's still a lot open for it. A lot open for it. You're gonna see some stuff be like, damn.
Yeah, Yeah, it's a good movie, man. I can say it's got a little bit of everything in it. You know what I'm saying?
Here's some things that you would say that at some point in your life you probably was in one of those, well, not close to, not you you know, I don't want to put it like that, but it is some things like when you're young, you be like, oh, I didn't even know that, because somebody else will step to you, you be like, oh, what? I didn't even know that. You know what I mean, D-Lo?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
So yeah, that part right there, I have definitely been in that situation before. But I handled it like MC Hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, Terry Howard is in that movie, Trey.
Say man,
Yeah,
Yeah.
say man.
I like Terrence Howard, man.
Yeah, he got his he in there he got his signature.
Yeah, he got it. Say
Style.
man,
Yeah.
say man. That's him right there, man. Say man.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check it out.
Yeah. It got
Oh
some
my goodness.
characters in there.
I still, I can't even be mad at the fact, because, well, kind of a little bit. He was supposed to be General Ross. I don't know how he messed up his Marvel chance. Samuel L. Jackson could lock down the Marvel chance, and he say motherfucker all the time.
Oh,
Terrence,
you talking Terry Howard?
yeah, he was
He,
supposed to be
he was in there. He was in the Marvel movies.
right, but his character ended up, you know what I'm saying? His character, General Thunderbolt, just General Ross. He got a lot of roles. He got took out of that role.
I thought he was the role that they ended up giving Don Cheadle.
Who was Don Cheadle?
Don
Was he
Cheadle
War
was the
Machine?
other. He War Machine.
Yeah, ain't that what Terry Howard was at first?
I thought he was. I'm
I
tripping. I'm
thought
thinking about this other motherfucker. I'm thinking
you
about
you
the
know what
Mackie dude.
Yeah,
you
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 think
might be
about
right. You might be right. You might be
yeah,
right.
you think about
He lost to
Anthony
Don
Mackie.
Cheadle.
Yeah, from
Kevin
the
Mackie is the
Avengers.
new.
Yeah.
He the new.
The Falcon or something
Yeah,
like
he
that.
the
Yeah,
Falcon, but now
yeah.
his movie just came out. It is Captain America. He the new Captain America,
Yeah.
like the comic book
So they gave him the shield at the end of the what's the name?
at the end of the Infinity War.
Yeah. But yeah, Terry Howard he did an interview and talked about how that came about. Where he ended up, I might be wrong, but I want to say it was about money.
I think
You
that's
know?
what it was. I think he wanted some more money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you could have just been patient.
Man, I don't know, man.
His character, that character is
Why that man got to fight for money? The other folks ain't fighting for their money. They just giving it to him.
it depends. What was he asking for? Was he asking for Iron Man money?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it was. I think he was just, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember. But I just, you know what I'm saying? I think sometimes, I think sometimes they be trying to get out on certain folks and they just, be like, nah, we ain't doing that. We'll find another one that'll do it cheaper.
You think Don Cheadle took it cheaper?
I mean, he ain't as prestigious, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't saying like he ain't,
I would say him and
can
Terrence
see it
Howard
at that,
started rising
but
about.
I would see at that time, I think he probably would have been more willing to take less, whatever they were paying Terrence Howard or whatever they wanted to pay Terrence Howard, at that time. I can see that. I can see why.
Yeah, I can see the going rate for Terrence Howard being higher.
Yeah. But I like Don Cheadle. I think he's a great actor too. Very underrated. And
Very underrated.
I can think out just when I think like he one of the people who just off the top of my head I can just think of a bunch of movies I seen him in. I thought he did a phenomenal job.
My favorite is Earl the Goat Manigault.
Yeah, that one. He played another movie too, man. Where he plays this. He basically plays like this terrorist. I can't remember what the name of it is, but he really. Well, I don't want to say all that. Anyway, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a movie where he plays.
Hotel Rwanda or some shit.
Yeah, he good at that one too. But that ain't.
I was gonna say he good at that one, but that's not
Nah,
it.
I find this movie. I'll tell y'all what it's called, but it's real good.
Diamond or nothing like that. Yeah.
No. Let me grab this
Was
other
he in
thing.
Blood Diamond?
I don't know.
know. I
I
just think
know.
out there.
No, this one. I mean, this one did. He was in Africa, the one you talking about, and all that. He was in. He was in African all over the world. But he was like part of this terror organization. But man, real good movie. And I mean, he the lead in the movie. You know what I'm saying? He just in it. He the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called Traitor.
That's it. Traitor.
Michael James 616. Thanks for that.
Yep, Traitor. That's the one I was thinking about. And then he played in that movie. Him and Denzel played in that movie together, where they were they was supposed to be like they was up. I think it was in New York. They was like kingpin, like some big time drug dealers.
With Denzel?
Called Brooklyn Finest, not Denzel. I meant to say Wesley Snipes. Brooklyn Finest.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cause I was about to say I don't remember him playing a role like that.
No, I meant I don't think Wesley Snipes.
They put Terrence Howard on first, then he got Robert Downey Jr. on. Then he found out that Robert was making more money, and he asked him, "Why aren't you paying me what he's getting paid?" So,
Okay.
he got to go.
Hey, if he got him on, that's a reasonable question. Hey, cause y'all, you got to think about Robert. Those movies kind of resurrected Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, because he
Yeah,
took a hell of a pit.
Yeah, he was like
the
a
last
captain.
movie
He was
that I
thrown
remember
away.
him in. Yeah, he was because he had messed up.
Yeah.
His last big movie, his first big movie that I remember him in, kind of fit him. He was in Less Than Zero. Remember that?
I don't remember that one.
He was the friend. It was him, a girl and a guy. He was real in drugs and all this kind of stuff, and ended up dying.
So that was in the 70s or what? The 60s? What?
Less Than Zero?
Yeah.
No, that was in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Public Enemy then was making a lot of noise when this movie came out.
Oh, okay. I thought that was when you was in college in the 70s when that came up.
Oh wow, listen to this motherfucker here.
I gotta be a motherfucker.
He made me cuss, y'all.
God almighty, no, I gotta be a motherfucker. Damn.
My boy said, I remember that Less Than Zero, good movie. Yeah, that to me, Robert Downey Jr. That was his start, and then he like fell off because he had started getting high and stuff. Then the next thing I know, he showed back up as was it Dr. Doolittle? He showed back up in some movie, and then the next thing you know, he was Iron Man. I was like, wow, he changed himself all the way around.
Hey, Don Cheadle was in Flight with Denzel.
Flight. No, that's Fled.
Flight is the one where Denzel played that pilot.
When he turned upside down.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Where he got drunk, he hit those two vodka bottles and then blamed it on the dead girl. That was cold. So you gotta love how MZ give you the title and the ending in the same sentence. What?
What trade? Trade and dropped off?
Probably making you some snacks or something.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's about that time Trey's stomach started growling. He had to get him some protein.
Oh.
Yeah, he been on that clean gas too.
Like
clean
green.
Clean. And then he goes, you hear that way he said, when I say I can't even smoke, he said, good.
Yeah.
You with that good, so quick good. You don't need to anyway. Say, okay, I feel you.
Yeah. How that be, man? That Hey, I heard you break down earlier. You know, you was talking about the fight. You
Okay.
know, man, I ain't gonna tell you the lie, man. I ain't. You know, I had I had my reservations about Crawford fight Canelo when it first started getting kicked around. Like, you know, like, man, I don't know, that's a long way to go. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about it, man. With I didn't buy for 1 minute Canelo Canelo's excuses for why he didn't want to fight Crawford about not getting no credit and all that, man. Because you think about it, look at some of the folk Canelo been fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You worried about credit?
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
So I like, no, you don't like something you see in that man, and you don't know your concern is that if he can bring that to 168 with him, you gonna have hell on your hands. And they're like, man, and to be honest, when that man started talking about $150 million and all this and all that to get the fight, like, you know, basically like you cashing yourself out. You got to get a king's ransom. The fighter guy coming up, you know, basically 3 divisions. Man,
Exactly.
that's unheard of, man.
Except where Anthony Joshua said it.
Yeah, but I mean, you ain't talking. But Anthony Joshua wouldn't talk about fighting nobody coming up from damn 75 though. You know, so I don't know, man. I pay attention to what these fighters be saying. Like that. That's why. That's what you know, and it ain't like it's an exact science 100%, right? But like so you brought up Joshua.
Right.
If you think back to when Usyk first came to heavyweight, you know they made him a mandatory like pretty much right away because he was undisputed fighter. Well, Joshua and Eddie Hearn him hauled around for a long time before they gave that man that fight. And then they even, if you think about it, they put a rematch clause in there, which typically you don't have rematch clause for mandatory because the mandatory is supposed to be able to win the belt and then go defend the belt, not win the belt and have to get a champion a shot right
Yeah.
back. You know, you typically your rematch clauses typically are for like your what do you call them? Voluntary challenges, stuff like that, voluntary defenses.
Right.
So I looked at all of that and I was like, no, they ain't got no, they don't have confidence that AJ can beat this dude. So you know what I'm saying? That kind of was my position was I think AJ gonna end up losing. And I kind of, you know what I'm saying, I hung my hat on that, you know, and like I said, I don't remember 100%. Well, I might have ended up picking AJ, but I felt like, you know, something was in the, you know, it was something about it they didn't like about that fight, right? Look at Fury with how he was acting about Usyk. Talking about he was a blown up, you know, this and that, and he was like you know, basically like he had. I mean, I actually made a clip the video of it, I believe, on my channel where he rattled off all. I mean, this was like years before they fought, where he was just basically dismissing Usyk as, you know, he ain't even nobody to even fight. Like he ain't even worth the time.
But didn't
And
think he was gonna move up. That's
well,
what
no,
it was.
he was at heavyweight at the time. But it was
You
like, you know
sure?
what I'm saying? Yeah, he was a heavyweight, but they was but he was just dismissive of him, saying nobody don't want to see him fight him and all this, that, and man, he was talking crazy, man. Because you know, even when they got in negotiation, it took a long time to make that fight. Fury was asking for everything under the sun to fight that man. And then if you look at like I know I'm probably in the minority. I don't think Fury liked the AJ fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think Fury feel like he can beat AJ. But if you listen to how he talk about him, and if you look at how he played with AJ about that fight over the years, to me that showed that he ain't got the confidence. And I just think when I see those type behaviors in fighters, a lot of time, man, more time than not, the guy that was reluctant to take the fight, and the guy that made the other guy, walk on water,
Walk through all kind
doggone.
of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, even if you look at Spence versus Crawford. Spence had the power to make that fight happen right away. You know what I'm saying? When Crawford first came up and was calling them guys out, Spence could have made that fight happen. He could have pushed for the fight. And yeah, they wouldn't have made the kind of money they made and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, if he had a really showed up wanted that fight, it could have happened. he was the one who, was the guy that was already in the class. His side was the one putting on the pay-per-view fights and all that. You know what I'm saying? And that sometimes that's a tell sign that guys ain't really that confident in fighting the other guy. I mean,
I would let that slide. I would, but I can't because the man said he was gonna get the belts from the
why,
easier
why,
guys
why,
that he can get it
why,
from
why,
and fight the hardest dude last.
why? He didn't.
That's what he did. That's what he
But
said.
but but he didn't act like he didn't. He really, if you listen, he said that ain't what he meant. He wasn't saying that he was the harder fighter. It was the harder fight to make.
Oh, I
But
ain't see that part.
yeah, that was, he kind of clarified there, like we were just saying, it was the harder fight. It was the harder fight to make because he was on the other side. He was on the wrong side of the street. So
Which we all came to a honest understanding that even though people were trying to pretend like it wasn't another side of the street, it really was.
yeah, but think
Then
about it.
Tim Bradley let it come out his mouth. He was like, I done seen him in videos saying that they on another side of the street. When
Yeah,
top rank
he was
fight,
saying about Floyd. He was saying about Floyd.
but then you
But
come back and say it ain't no side. It
yeah,
ain't never been no side of the street.
yeah, and then but see the other thing about that, like not just a spit, about that, not just that aspect of it with him saying, he want to fight or whatever, and he, like he gonna wait it, make him wait and all this that. But it's just one of them things where if you look at the landscape of the division at that time, like it made perfect sense for Crawford to fight one of those guys when he first came up. As soon as he got the belt, because that's what they said, get a belt. Thurman said get a belt. Spence said get a belt, then he got the belt. And then, with Thurman basically dismissed the belt he got. He was talking about WB note. Don't nobody care about the WBO belt all of a sudden, once. So that threw that out the window. But I'm gonna tell you what really was telling to me was the fans, man. How you had a lot of fans making excuses for why, what I'm saying, like that fight shouldn't happen. And they were like, and that's the same way it is a lot of time with other guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, fans don't want to see a fighter get a fight is because a lot of times they ain't confident that the guy that they rooting for can win the fight. And I see that, I've seen that time and time again. And like tying it back to Canelo Crawford, a lot of folks was Crawford don't deserve to fight. He don't fight. Like I seen one guy going back trying to go back and forth with me, talking about Crawford don't fight, don't fight enough. Why should he get a Canelo fight when he the most inactive fighter in boxing and this, that, and the other? And I was like, the man injured, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like he was talking about, well, he need to fight another fight. He need to fight somebody else to prove that he deserve a Canelo fight. And I was like, man, you don't believe Canelo can beat Crawford, do you? No, I ain't saying. I'm just saying he don't deserve that payday. I'm like, why you worry about the payday? So I'm saying it, but then, like I said, that's the fans. But then when I look at Canelo and his larger list of excuses to why he shouldn't fight Crawford, and then all of a sudden when he finally got the money that he wanted for, now he got all the, now he got his nuts done dropped and he talking big and this and other. But he really talking to me, he be seeming like he trying to convince himself or something that he don't really believe. But they got to fight in the ring though. We'll see how it shape out. But I kind of, like I said, there's just to tie it all up, man. I just ain't really ever since the fight got made and it came looking like it was gonna be realistic. I just ain't
Right.
wavered off of the thought that Crawford gonna win the fight. And you know what I'm saying. The more I see, and the more that I've seen as it develops, the more I feel like Crawford gonna win. But at the end of the day, he ain't supposed to. I ain't gonna say he ain't supposed to, but
Yeah, I was gonna say where that come from.
no, I ain't gonna say he ain't supposed to. But they always say big little man beat. You know what I'm saying? Great big man beat great little man. But I don't think they're gonna be the case in Denver.
Right. Ascended Awakening Astro. Say, what's up, fam? Crawford, TKO. Between 10 and 12. Got another Crawford vote here. And Eric Arden slid into the building on us. He said that you gotta love the way MZ give you the title and ended in some sentences. MZ, less than zero. A magnificent movie where he dies at the end. What's going on, ER? Mic check one. I say mic check two. He in here, he just can't say nothing.
Is he?
I
I don't. Yeah, I can't tell.
see him in here. I just don't see his mic.
Hey,
So
hey, MZ.
yeah.
Some guy. Did you see the guy that came in the chat earlier? I don't think he ever been on the show. The first comment he said, "Well, how did he join?"
Oh yeah, I seen that. I seen that. He said Mike Low. Okay, that must be me. You
Yeah,
said
your
you
mic
don't.
did your mic did go low for a minute.
Okay. Oh, I had stepped back a little bit. I should be back in action now. You hit him with you don't. You just help keep it going in the chat. But
Yeah. Hey,
I
he ain't
kind of
type
felt like
and
the
he
excuses
ain't type nothing else.
sure did. Not one word. I kind of agree with you on the way you were saying Canelo was doing the do-si-do and running around. You know, saying that Terrence Crawford was too little. They make weight classes for a reason. Now, that excuse right there sucks to me because I'm like, dude, you saying they make weight classes for a reason, but you have made it popular to jump from one weight class to another.
He ain't make it popular.
For right now, you know what I'm
But
saying.
he's done it. He's strategically done it.
Yeah, very strategically. You done switched weight classes because people are calling for certain fights to happen in certain weight classes with certain people that you just refuse to go and fight. And
Yeah, I
then when
think
it seems like you're trapped into a certain situation where it's either fight them or be called a coward, oh, I'm moving up to chase greatness. Get out of here with that.
right.
Y'all can't hear me?
Now we can.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't mean to. I just got a little triggered, man, because I felt like history was being rewritten. Um, but I distinctly remember Earl Spence taking that route because I think it was a power move. Earlier on, he was getting froze out by the other fighters on the PBC. So, you hear me?
Are we? Yeah, we still hear you.
Yeah. I think that's the only reason why I think he didn't go straight after Bud. But I'm saying Bud as a chess player, he had the opportunity to either fight Ugas or Keith Thurman when he got the belt, which would have forced the Earl Spence fight to happen a lot sooner.
No, he didn't have a chance to fight neither one of them guys. Keith Thurman was offered $10 million, wanted like $10 million to fight Crawford. He turned down the fight and didn't come back to the table. He said $10 million. He walked just like Danny Garcia. All them guys had basically had orders not to fight Crawford. It's
I
basically what it
remember
looked like to me. Hey, he was the one being frozen out, just like they did Spence.
I remember Ugas offering a fight to Bud and he never
No,
responded.
who guys ain't able to offer nobody no fight.
Okay.
Who else? Yeah, who guys don't offer no fight.
Okay. I distinctly remember him mentioning Bud after he beat Pacquiao. And there wasn't.
I'm trying to remember. I think it
No,
was.
let me tell you, after Ugas beat Pacquiao, Ugas was
Mm,
finna had to fight Stanionis. Spence rescued Ugas from that situation. They were getting ready to make Ugas versus they had four fighters that were gonna fight. It was
mm,
Ugas, Stanionis, Butayev, and then I want to say that James guy. I can't remember what his first name is no more. But
mm.
they were gonna make all four of them guys
Jamal
fight
James.
Jamal James. They were gonna make all those guys fight each other. And Spence had so much clout that Spence was able to basically go in there and pull Ugas out of that situation. And that's why we got Butayev versus Stanionis.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, so it was never a time that Ugas and Crawford were able to make a fight after with both of them being champions, especially. I mean, the
Mm,
man, he was on an island. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they didn't owe him nothing. They didn't have to give him no fight. I mean, they were like Berto said, those guys were worried about what's going on with PBC. They were worried about nothing outside of there, and that's the way Al Heyman wanted it.
mm-hmm.
But I was just saying that Spence had enough say I mean, if you look at how the fight actually happened, they still didn't want to make the fight. That fight happened because Spence said, "I ain't fighting nobody else." That no, we finna make this fight now, and he could have took that same position back then. I ain't saying he would have been right to do it. I ain't saying he was wrong for not doing it, but he could have done it.
Okay.
Why we on this point again?
It was because I was talking about how guys, you know, I always feel like the guy who don't want to make the fight, I tend to lean toward the other guy. You know,
Oh, like that's why we
yeah,
leaning with
yeah,
Crawford because
that's how we
Canelo was
got there.
kind of
But you know,
okay. I
yeah,
feel what you're saying.
but yeah, I mean, but I ain't trying to revive history. You know, so I'm calling it how I saw it back then. I spoke on it back then. I made countless videos about it. You know what I'm saying? But I was never one of them people who was out here accusing nobody of ducking nobody. I said the whole time that it was the suits who were who were the ones holding this fight up because they didn't want the fight to happen. And then I felt like they didn't want to pay them when that Tim Smith guy came out. I saw the writing on the wall then. I said, man, they want to rob these guys because they were trying to Tim Smith came out and basically said that nobody ain't gonna pay to see the fight.
Yeah.
And that was after Spence had all three belts on other belts, and he came out. I was like, man, these guys trying to kill the fight. So
Yeah.
I always maintained that it was the suits that were the true reason that the fight wasn't happening.
Okay. Okay, I'm good that we had to chop it up. I just be hearing a lot of I'm not saying that it's you, but I be hearing a lot of different people, mentioning history and it be like different from what I remember. So I was just like, man, I gotta jump in here and say something. But okay, I had to hear from your side. After hearing you, I'm like, okay.
Well, hey, if that's what it takes to get you to come on here and chop it up with us, I'll say something like that every week.
That man said you was putting Earl Spence's name out there a little too much, not remembering correctly.
I mean, there be certain things that just I be remembering vividly, man. I mean, I'm like, nah. Like I was talking to somebody earlier today that was they was trying to switch up the whole thing about Mayweather. It's a dude that got some type of axe to grind with black. Like Mayweather's the Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya fight with Manny Pacquiao, and I'm like, nah, because he was saying that Oscar De La Hoya was weight drained when he fought Mayweather. I'm like, no, Oscar De La Hoya was the A side, and he picked everything in that fight, including the
Yeah,
Yeah,
weight.
Floyd had to bow
and
down to
what was
Oscar.
crazy, Oscar could have done the same thing with Manny, but
Uh-huh.
it was just too much of a difference in weight. So Manny still came up, but Oscar
Right.
went down to a weight class he hadn't fought at in years. And you know what I'm saying? Even in his fight in between, he fought what's his name? 2 pounds, Stevie what's his name? I forgot his last
Oh, I
name.
know you talking about
Yeah,
Stevie
Stevie Forbes. Stevie
Foster.
Forbes.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Forrest.
fought him, and I was like, yeah, Oscar ain't looking too good at trying to get this weight down. And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then sure enough, Pacquiao went in there and cleaned him up. And the thing is, if you look at that and contrast it with this Crawford and Canelo thing, you know what I'm saying? That would have been like Oscar saying he ain't fighting Pacquiao unless they pay him $150,000 to fight Pacquiao.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then make Manny come up to like 160 or something.
Yeah, make it come up to 54, all the way up to 54. You know,
Right.
not because Canelo ain't coming down to meet nobody. He
No, he
said
not
that
gonna do that.
he said that when they was talking about the Spence fight. He said I'll fight him, but
But he got to come up.
I'm not going fight him at no 164. I don't have to do that.
Right.
You know, but he'll catch weight you and make you come down to fight him.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
yeah,
no, he won't because Bivol.
As long as your name ain't Bibble.
Yeah, there you go. Because
yeah. But
Bivol
see, he
said he'll
thought,
come down.
yeah. But see, he had them start feeling himself then because
Mm-hmm.
when he fought Kovalev coming off of like 5 week turnaround and
Yeah,
put a
from
weight
from
clause,
fighting Anthony Yard.
and he put a weight rehydration clause on that man,
Yep.
and
Hey, I
still
Yep.
gotta
without
jump off,
hey,
man. My,
and
And
my
he
phone
went.
about to go dead.
He had
Okay,
two
bro,
more.
you want to
all
close
right,
out?
Trey.
I mean, I ain't trying to close it out or nothing, but I just got to jump off, man. So
No,
appreciate you
no, you
letting me.
know how you say what you say.
Yeah, appreciate you letting me get on the panel and shit, man. We'll chop it up on the Discord and shit when we check the fight side and shit, man. So y'all come through. I'm
All
gonna
right,
fuck with y'all.
All
peace,
right,
man.
Cool.
bro.
All right, peace, bro.
But yeah, but I was saying though that Joker did all that with Kovalev and still was out there getting beat with by just a jab.
Right.
It
And he,
didn't
Kovalev
look
was
like he got off the gas.
man. Kovalev was controlling that man with a jab.
yep.
It looked like he was contracted to not. Y'all know how they say
Yep.
It
y'all
looked
know how
like
they
he stumbled Canelo. It looked like he stuck Canelo, and then all of a
Uh.
sudden he wasn't doing nothing else.
but y'all know how they say that Marvin Hagler had agreed not to fight Southpaw against Sugar Ray Leonard.
Mm.
Y'all ever heard that rumor or whatever?
No, I've never heard that. That's new to me.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean I'm thinking that was the fight now. But anyway, they said that was a rumor that that was supposed to be that they thought that was in the contract. But
Mm.
you look at Kovalev versus Canelo, it looked like it was in the contract that Kovalev could only throw the jab.
Gotcha.
That man was out there jab, wouldn't throw nothing behind it. Ain't never seen him fight like that. He still was controlling Canelo. And then all of a sudden he get against the ropes and just get put to sleep.
Huh. That part. He
Yep.
Yeah,
it
I
seemed
still don't
miraculous
believe
as you said.
that fight was on the level.
It looked
All these
like he
years.
was looking out the ring when he was knocked out. The knockout looked just suspicious to me.
And then after it was over with, Kovalev basically
Yeah. Like it
came
was
out
all
and said
cute.
that anybody thought he was gonna win that fight, that'd be crazy. Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He like basically said something to allude to the fact that he wouldn't ever win.
Wow.
Yeah. Because if you remember when Canelo first called him out, he turned the fight down. Do you remember that?
He had
He
just
turned the
had a
fight
fight.
down. Right. Because Canelo tried to get him right after.
No, I think
And
Canelo
at
actually,
first he
I think Canelo actually wanted him to come down and weight, like meet him at a catch weight. And then when Canelo came back around, it was we could fight at 175, but you can't rehydrate more than 10 pounds or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He
But
expert
yeah,
at
with
that, but people
Kovalev
be
just
overlooking it.
Kovalev was out of some tough fights because he had just fought
Yard,
Alida Alvarez twice too, and Yard.
yeah, because he won the belt. Yeah, he lost the belt to Alvarez and then he won it back, didn't
Mm-hmm.
he? And I know, man, Canelo done some. Well, he done some joker dirty at the negotiating table when it comes to that weight. And even like
Oh
think
yeah.
about when he fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I think that man had went up to 75, and Canelo brought him all the way down to 64
Mm-hmm.
or something. It wasn't even a weight class. Like he just, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't bring him back down to the next weight class. Like he brought him down. You know what I'm saying? Or he might have been at 68, and he brought him down to 64 or something like that.
Right.
Because I remember, I think he had fought that Funfara dude. I think his name was. Uh,
And
um,
I always thought Canelo looked significantly bigger than Cotto when they fought too.
oh yeah,
Yeah, he was massive against Cotto. But
Yeah.
the thing is this, because I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, Crawford had to gain his weight," but nobody's looking at the fact that he's been working with this weight for over a year now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's been working with this weight for over a year. So him carrying it, I believe, is not going to be an issue or a problem when it comes down to it.
no,
Yeah.
I
Hope.
think people was playing a little too much into it. But
Mm-hmm.
like we say all the time, Crawford has a strong team, a smart team.
Yeah.
So no matter what you think about Bomac, I don't know the name of the other coaches.
I
Or
Red
know Red
Spikes
and
and Esau Diegos.
okay,
mm-hmm.
all these guys, you got different boxing minds, all dissecting an opponent differently, you
Mm,
know, and they got such a co-op way of working with each other that they could actually give this man implementations of their plans, and he can go in there and work it.
right.
You got Eddie Reynoso who gonna have to work overtime to combat everything that these guys are coming up with. And I'm just talking about going on paper, coming up with your game plan on how you going to attack Crawford, because I don't believe putting up a high guard and trying to step to him through the whole fight is going to work unless Crawford does something dramatic and drastic and let himself get caught. But
Yeah.
I just don't see that that game plan working. What else can Canelo do? If Crawford is engaging with him and engages to the point where it makes Canelo have to respect him a little bit, and I know people gonna say he's been in there with people that hit way harder than Crawford, and in your mind you can say that because you ain't never been hit by none of them.
Right.
But getting hit is not a fun thing. I don't care who you are, and for what they saying, uh, Crawford is stronger than what people think. I think if he lands something, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see how Canelo adapts to it. Yeah, he gonna say, "Oh, I've been hit with much harder people." People used to say that about Floyd. Well, I've been hit with people harder than that. And my question is always this: Why you ain't run up on him then?
Yeah. I
Throughout the
think
fight, why you ain't run up on him?
the one thing that Bud got to be prepared for more than anything is the one thing I do notice about Canelo at times is when things is not going his way, he's not above being bush league. He's not above doing something out of the ordinary, out of frustration. You know what I mean? So they got to be prepared for that.
Yeah, well, I, I don't think I don't see him getting to. I can see him getting a little desperate. I can see him getting a little frustrated. Let me not say desperate, but frustrated for sure. If
Right.
he can't catch Bud, if he can't pin Bud up against the ropes and tee off on him, or if they can't stand in the middle of the ring and he could prove to be faster than Bud. But if Bud catches him and they meet out in the middle of the ring, and Bud shows him straight out the gate that the speed factor belongs to me, sharp, crisp punches that get in, they hurt.
Yeah.
So it's not just if Bud could take Canelo's power, it's going to be, does Canelo want to continuously get hit by what it is that Bud's sending out to him?
Yeah, I know he's gonna be punching Bud in his arms, and he's gonna be trying to destroy his hips, keep him from moving around. So that's gonna be certain things that Bud's gonna have to be prepared for. He's gonna try to make him stationary.
Yeah, that's why I would say you punching in the arm, leg, but on the same aspect, you give what you get.
Hmm.
I'm sure. All I can say is I'm sure that the Team Crawford has a well adapted plan. I'm just hoping that they fighter can work his plan better than Reynoso's fighter can work his. Crawford's loaded gloves. Matt, I see you came back. What's going on? Matt said Spinks came up from 175 to be Holmes at heavyweight. Which Spinks? Leon? Michael came up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He said Crawford would be too clever in there for Canelo.
I close my eyes when I see this fight, man, and I envision the game plan of the way Bernard Hopkins systematically broke down Trinidad. Not saying that Trinidad and Canelo fight the same, but they both get their power and they shots the same way when it comes to planting their feet, setting their feet and throwing their pot, digging down to throw their power shots. I feel like if he can constantly keep him resetting, that would be the best route to go. And keeping the fight in the center of the ring, just keep turning them.
That to me, that's the perfect thing. That's the perfect thing. Use the jab to set up and work from there.
Mm-hmm.
Pull out every tool out the tool bag. And we know Bud got uppercuts and everything. He got the same weaponry that Canelo has. It's just going to be who can effectively use theirs to their advantage throughout the fight. Who can stand up against what the other person is throwing out.
Yeah, Canelo gonna be trying to set traps. I think Crawford's a little too seasoned and too clever for those traps. Canelo had to fight, and that's the thing. Canelo don't like to fight. Canelo don't like to throw volume. You know what I'm saying? Canelo like to wait and look for the perfect shot. You know, set up a shot here and there, but Canelo really don't. You know what I'm saying? If a guy don't just shell up, Canelo ain't gonna really just get active. Like he was able to throw a good bit of punches against Triple G in that last fight, but Triple G was very conservative with his effort and energy. But you know, for the most part, if he's fighting on a level playing field with guys, he ain't. You know what I'm saying? Canelo ain't out there just out there throwing a barrage of punches and really just keeping a steady volume of punches. That ain't his game. Not over the last 10 fights or so.
Yeah.
No, Canelo, that's what I was saying. If Canelo doesn't have you backed up against the ropes or you one of those fighters that stand and linger in front of him, that's when he fires off more than a two-punch combination. But for the most part, if you're moving or you having him to have to reset, he's not shooting combinations. He's shooting 1-2, 1-2.
Right.
That's pretty
Uh,
much
and,
what he's shooting.
and he will
Let me.
let you. And he's so confident in his chin that he will shell up and let you throw 10, 15 shots.
True, but remember back with that Amir Khan fight that he will throw with you.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can tell when fighters realize, oh, this dude really is not bringing nothing for me. You can pretty much see that he wasn't worried about what Amir Khan was sending. Now I could see him trying to throw trying to time Bud, but the thing is, like who is he? Crawford's loaded gloves. He said Crawford always goes for the KO. I'm gonna go ahead and get it because he got a sentence out. So I think he's going to bring out the best in Canelo. Punching on the arms and hits is just when he's backing him up. In exchanges, he's going to hurt him on the chin or body. Canelo can counterpunch, and Bud is going to be throwing combinations. Bud doesn't play it safe. He wants to KO. That's why it's a good fight. Canelo's demeanor. This is from Double Edge Logic. Okay.
Okay.
Canelo's demeanor. He hates he has to fight this fight. Okay, that's somebody coming in kind of stating the same thing. Cause you looking at the fact of Bud got skills, he can move around. I'm gonna keep saying if you put the jab in Canelo's face and keep Canelo thinking about the jab and busy with the jab, then he can't be concentrating on other things. How willing will he be? It's gonna be up to Bud to make sure he when he does get a chance to get clean shots that he actually makes them count. Where it'll make Canelo hesitant at wanting to throw when he throws. Now I know we're gonna be saying that he's been in a fight with a lot of people and nobody has made him do that. Yeah, but that's not true. Floyd made him do it, and Bivol made him do it. Y'all remember he wasn't trying to exchange with Bivol when Bivol was letting his hands go.
Right. And then if you can force Canelo to move backwards too, you got a lot in your favor with that going too. Because I haven't seen him fighting well backwards.
Well, all I need for Crawford to do, like I said, is keep turn him throughout the fight.
Yeah, that'd be
Turn
your
him
best
throughout the
bet.
fight. And if you absolutely need to, there is no shame in smothering this man every once in a while to kill his work.
Yeah, because he do need range on his shots.
So with all
You got
that,
that devastating uppercut you gotta look out for as well. You there?
yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Double Edge Logic said two crazy mofos in the ring. I can't wait. I'm
Yes.
excited to see it too. I'm excited to see it too because I want to see if Bud gonna get active, and I want to see what Mr. I was born ready is how he gonna handle it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
How he
born
gonna
ready,
handle
born ready to put stipulations in place to stack the deck in his favor.
it? That man said, "Wow,
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Born ready to put stipulations in place. Born ready to duck mandatory that he don't want to fight. Born ready to run the mandatory that he think he can beat. You know, there's easy work. Like, man, come on, man.
Uh-huh.
That man, low key, really got so much smut on his name as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole clambuterol thing.
we
They
ain't
That's
gonna
didn't.
be
not my
bringing up old
mistakes.
stuff. We ain't
They
gonna
ain't
bring
clean
up
that.
the old
They ain't
stuff."
clean
Not,
that up.
not my mistakes.
They changed the rule for him. Like, man, forget it, man. Enough of that guy.
Has anybody found the computer all level that they raised it to yet?
They announced it when they first done it. They said what
When
it
they
was,
announced, they
but I
had
don't
announced, yeah.
remember. I mean, they said what they raised it to when they first done it. I mean, that been so long ago, man. Nobody don't even think about it no more.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we did speak about the
Ain't no,
and
yeah. But
Billy
see, look,
and Lester fight.
Nobody got popped with it since they raised it. I tell you that.
My mistakes, baby.
You know, that's a fact. Yeah, we did, Chief. We did talk about those fights. You know, the whole list of fights that's coming up. We did speak on that. But we just happen to be giving Bud and Canelo so much more on it because so many people are talking about those fights and not really giving Christian and Lester they props. But we did speak on those fights. Debo, didn't you say you was going with Lester?
I got left in that one. I don't. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's the most comfortable pick I ever made, but I got left.
Mm.
Yeah, it's hard for me when I think about Lester Martinez and I think about some of the fights I've seen. It's hard to
Go against.
to just be like, nah, yeah, man. And then I mean, but the same thing. And Billy done showed me something against a tough fighter too. You know what I'm saying? So it's hey, it's just about a pick 'em fight, man. I know and Billy been favored the whole time. He's still favored though, but I think I think Lester Martinez got a damn good shot at beating him. Man, and I'll be honest. I was surprised that the odds were. I mean, I know they weren't wide, but I was surprised when I first seen what the odds were when they first made this fight. 'Cause I thought it was a lot. It would have been looked at as a lot closer fight than that. And it's closing up now though, so I guess I went too far off with thinking it was a close fight. But I got left.
Okay. He say just for sure just found our channel. We're glad you stopped by. Appreciate the
Yeah,
subscription. You
subscribe.
subscribe. You roll through. We come on every Tuesday, pretty much, and we just have our way of conversations about boxing and stuff like that. Oh, we got somebody in here that's a favor for Canelo. Okay, okay. You know what I'm saying? You know, no, we got no problems. Favor for Crawford or Canelo, whichever way you want to roll. We just wanted to see how it was going to go through.
Yeah, I'm excited anytime you get a chance to see two great fighters getting in the ring and putting it all on the line. Willing to take that chance and see history happen. Like that's always a good time.
Well, it's most definitely the loss one way or the other. It's going to definitely shake up one side. And once again, I got to say, unless the horrible words of a draw happens to pop up and that shows up, people going to be, that's going to be a whole nother argument because then you have one group be saying, that he won. Our man won that fight. I'm hoping that we go ahead and get a decisive decision from
Mm,
this fight. But I
yeah.
hope we walk away saying, damn, that was a good fight.
Hmm. Hey,
That's what I'm hoping for.
I hate it. A draw isn't too far fetched because with so much being on the line, I could see them playing it safe like that. But I hope it's a classic fight.
Okay, a classic draw. I could even go with that where you be like, man, it was so good. Where you probably be like, it could go either way. I would be excited for something like that too. But for the most part, I want it to be set where somebody win and they be like, dude, y'all got to run it back.
Yeah. Almost like you remember when Winky Wright fought Taylor, Jermaine Taylor.
Jermaine.
Yeah, it's like sometimes when you do that, you make people forget about the fight. You know what I mean? When you make it a draw, I kind of want to see a winner.
Yeah, I most definitely want to see a winner. I
Hmm.
most definitely want to see a winner. I don't. Like I said, if it's a hell of a fight, draw where it leaves you saying I really can't tell. Yeah, I can accept that. But I would prefer having somebody say, "and the new" or "and
Hmm.
still."
Right. And there's no losers, I don't think. You
Not for
know.
the fans. Not for the fans. This
Right.
should be one of those kind of fights that satisfy the fans. Uh, uh Crawford fans, they see they got to come out and fight, not pull a Charlo or get hit a couple of times and start balling up. Not one of those. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'll even take Belonga did better than Charlo. Mugia did
Hmm.
better than Charlo. Uh,
Right.
you know, I'll take an effort like that, and I believe Crawford will give their kind of effort just at a better skill level.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, gentlemen, it's looking like we're pushing up on 3 hours and 41 minutes,
Sheesh.
and I know I got to get up in the morning,
Uh-huh.
so I am going to call it a night. For our new people that came through, man, I greatly appreciate it. I'm sorry that you guys got here kind of late. I wish you could have got through earlier because we do read comments and all that kind of stuff and try to make sure that you involved with the chat. But you catch us next week, or for sure, because I want to know. I see the people that rode for Canelo. I know the people that's riding for Crawford. I've said that I'm riding for Crawford, and I'm just looking for a hell of a fight.
Yeah, make sure y'all come back.
So now we know Tuesdays. Yeah, Tuesdays around between 7 and 8, because sometimes it just depends on how fast I can get home. Because I'm a family man. I like to make sure that the family's covered before I start doing anything. But we're usually on no later than 9, and the earliest is at 7:30.
Yeah. And I like to throw in this ain't one of those channels that's toxic or anything like that. We can come back, we can chop it up. It don't matter who wins.
Oh yeah, we
Let's
pass out our
all
crow,
come
we
back
eat our
and
crow.
yeah, let's all come back and chop it up. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we ain't we old. So with that being said, D-Lo, you still there? He probably fell asleep. The
TKO.
Geritol kicked in. The Geritol kicked in. He can't hear what's going on.
That's he had to
D-Lo!
took that melatonin.
now,
Melatonin and yak.
now it can't be found
Right.
out there missing. He said, "Well, you know what? That's a good idea.
Yo,
Should we do a after take after the fight? We probably could come on Sunday and do a little talking, but we usually save it until Tuesday because everybody's used to showing up on Tuesdays, and then we just open it up about the fights that went down, what we thought, what we saw, and what we enjoyed. Every once
Yep.
in a while, we might kind of come on
You might be able to
off
bring the
beat.
Discord. You might be able to bring the Discord on. Bring everybody on from Discord onto the show as the panel.
Oh, that's a
I
good
was,
thought.
how many people can you have on the panel at one time, LZ? Is it
I think
five?
8.
Oh, eight?
I think so, something like that.
Oh, yeah. That'll work.
But we figure it out. So yeah, I'm finna go ahead and call it the evening, my gentlemen.
Yeah,
Y'all
I'm gonna
stay
go on back
strong.
to sleep.
Yeah, I thought that's where you was.
Yeah, I had to left before. I done checked out for a minute. I heard you call me. I didn't know. I thought I was on mute. Not that I went on mute to go to sleep, but I thought I was on mute.
It's
Uh-huh.
all good.
But
No
hey,
like
but
motherfucker.
but I catch up with y'all though, man.
Yep.
All
Good
right,
talk,
man.
Peace.
guys.
Peace.
Take care.
All right, appreciate it. Uh, shoot, do I send us out with something? Yes.
Yeah.
Hydro blow. Let's get it moving.
Shorty looking mad fly, had me captivated when she walked by. I'm serious, she had me feeling this tingle, son. Stimulated conversation after mingling. Honey was jingling and stretched jeans looking clean. Appearance would enhance any scene, know what I mean? Feel me? Really? I know it sounds silly, but looking at her was like puffing on a fat fillet. Relaxing, she had this natural attraction. She started laughing when she saw my reaction. Oh my, pass the name and number to the cell. Asked for mine, I said it's Otis, last name is Bell. Also known as the O, the B, the 3, the A, the S, the T. It's me, obese, do you get high? Then I'm your guy.
If I got the high, you got control. You can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control. You can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control. You can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control. You can make this track go.
Say what you want, just be blunt, I can stand the pain. Take a ride on the great airlines, I promise you'll be glad you came. The fire in your eyes make wetness between your thighs. You say you never blow, I eliminate your disguise. Underneath your green exterior, I gaze. Exploration of your brain leaves me in a purple haze. I see consent as my morals continue living. I just like to engage in a little oral tradition. So pardon my unorthodox approach to blazing luscious. That's just the way I roll. Lick the split before I stuff it. You like it hot, I got enough smoke to choke the average throat. But tonight I'm trying to go a little deeper. Loving the feel of your lips, taking drags off this gas, just puff and never pass. I'm your high value reaper.
I got the high, you got control. You can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control. You can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control. You can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control. We can make this track go.
I'm chilling in my room on this night. I got something tied up in the shower. Am I right? A friend in the negligee smiling as she rolling up. Every once in a while looking up, saying, "Girl, hurry up." She placed her gaze back above and took a deep sigh and said, "I'm so home. You want a drink?" I said, "Yeah." And while she walking to the table, she asking what I think. I like the way your lips poke, I like she pout. And that ass got my little man shouting. She kinda giggled, "Oh, you like what you see?" Before I can answer, I heard, "Hey, what about me?" I turn around, she got a pose with no clothes, with her leg up on the chair, with her hands exposed. She said, "Don't speak, just lay back on the bed." Said something about double E. Yeah, you heard what she said.
If I got the high, you got control. You can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control. You can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control. You can make this track go. If I got the high, you got control. We can make this track go.
Appreciate y'all. Peace.